Hey guys, welcome to Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday fun day. Anyways, just got off work not too long ago. Got my groceries. Forgot some groceries. So I had to come back and get myself ready for the live. So I hope you guys are having a good day today. It's just going to be me as far as I know. Charmaine, she's busy and, well, Kent never did answer back. So I'm just going to YOLO. But I see Kent in chat. So anyways. Hey, you guys, if you guys haven't hit that like and share button, please hit it for Jack and Lily. Never do it for the sake of the channel. It's always about the missing and the murdered, and that's what counts most, regardless. So if you guys haven't done that, thank you so much. So let's see here. Did you miss me for one day? Yeah, I got to do, I do a lot. Been doing a lot with this case, and I work full time, and I been getting them in as much as I can, but every now and again I need a day off myself. And yesterday I took a day off. Yep. Said I was going to go visit my sister. Guess what? I didn't. In fact, I really just stayed in bed almost all of the day. And I was just looking at YouTube stuff, and some of it to do with true crime and some of it not, and all that stuff. But anyways, glad to see you guys. So do some shout outs. Actually, let me fix my style here. YouTube, for some reason, StreamYard, you always got to change it. Sometimes it will be there when I come in, and most times it won't be. So I always have to reset everything on there. Anyways, so 1 second. So hi, Florida girl. Hi, Root Strength. Hi, Rhonda. For all those people that are messaging me and emailing me, again, I gotta try to find time to keep getting to those. It's really hard, you guys. Like I said, I'm working and I have very little time during my downtime, lunchtime, and my breaks. I have very little time to do anything. And usually if I am, it's usually something to do with Kent and Charmaine, as I'm kind of trying to listen to what they're putting in the messenger and stuff like that. So anyways, I am not the best at social media stuff. I never claimed to be. Never claimed to be the fastest emailer back. I just have to do things when I have time and when I feel like doing things. Sometimes it's really draining after working and then alive and then looking at emails, especially ones where they're longer and stuff like that. But anyways, so don't be offended. You're not singled out in particular to any one person. It's just I get around to things as I can get around to them. So please take no offense to that, okay, guys? Hope to see you're doing an update. Well, I mean, in all fairness, no one's been charged for the Jack and Lily missing. There's, stuff been coming out. Obviously, we know that tint on YouTube and underneath of, let's see, what's the actual name? By the way, for tint, the YouTube channel's in the description of this video. And on YouTube, it will be David Roger underneath that. Again, AKA, I guess if you want to see on YouTube, Tint. If maybe you want to call him the blue car guy or whichever, or Jim Walker, whichever. I've seen it been said all different places. Of course, that video came out the other day, and I don't care what anybody personally thinks. Any information from family is, to me, good information, regardless. I ain't going to preach to no choir when, how somebody got the information and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, how I see this case personally is like a 3-ring circus act. That should not be the case when it's involving 2 beautiful children that are missing. And so it is what it is. And unfortunately, it's turned into this. And it's really sad. It's really sad that it's gone this way. And why? Well, because of family members. That's why it's gone this way. And nobody can seem to tell the truth, or nobody could. It's because something is being hidden. It's that simple. Okay. Whenever there isn't truth, it's because simply they're hiding stuff. So to me, it seems like everyone seems to be hiding something. But what is that something that everyone seems to be wanting to hide? That's in my opinion myself. Hi, NSHP. How are you? Life's Design. Julie. I think you're talking about Julie Skolnick there or something. Anyways, I'm just going to kind of go down here rather quickly. The Nancy Dorr and Betty Knight. How are you? Ashlyn Hall, nice to see you guys. Hi, Blue Jay, True Crime Housewife on there. So, and I don't care if I look like a hot mess today. Literally, don't care. I'm just amazed I made it to my own live on time, to be honest with you. Hi, thank you, DNA. Don't forget to hit that like and share, guys. Hi, Laws family. How are you? Oh, there's Little Miss Muffin Top. Oh, yeah, right. We did a members live, didn't we? And the thing glitched. And so basically people got to watch it, but didn't get to participate in chatting. And the members were gracious enough to leave it that way so that if people did want to have a taste of a members live, or, I mean, they're kind of different each time. But anyways, so after I got off the live, it clicked on me that I could have just went to my YouTube studio, and that's when it populated it just to our members. I don't know why it glitched out, but anyways, whatever. It was what it was, and for all the people that got to see it during while it was live, there you go. And for all the members that were there, thank you for joining the members live. There's Kent right there. Anyways, so, you know, I'm here for Lily and Jack, first and foremost. I will never be about here for the sake of deception, for the sake of revenue, to literally propagate thumbnails or anything like that. I'm just here for the sake of the children and the murdered and the missing. And it's kind of like my little way of doing something, because I didn't expect to be in true crime. But it is what it is. I could leave it if I wanted to, but I weighed that option with myself. And I decided it was really rewarding that we could bring awareness to cases. It's even not about the speculation, or just the awareness of cases. Hi, Belinda. How are you? And again, children have so much meaning to me as a human being. I'm always a human being before anything. That's what matters most, is that, you know, channels, creators, whatever their reason for doing what they do is up to them. I just know what it is that, you know, fills up my love cup or my heart. And it's the fact that, you know, we can be unselfish and we can just literally bring awareness to cases and stuff like that. You know, it's not my full-time job, even though it feels like a full-time job, this case. But it gravitated to my heart, obviously. And there's people out there that just are truly invested in just wanting answers. Right, Belinda Gray on there. So, hi, Citizen Sleuth. How are you? Okay, I'll send it to you, Kent. No problem. Let me just grab that link for you. Orientation settings are disabled while live. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? I think that's not what I was looking for. Oh, this is what I was looking for. Streamlabs, StreamYard, sorry. I have Streamlabs and StreamYards. I'll send it to you in Messenger, Kent, the link. Now, can somebody tell me if this is accurate? Let me just send this off to Kent first. Can somebody tell me if the event has been canceled for August 9th? Where's Kent? Where are you? I'll put it in here. There we go. Okay. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom quickly, you guys. Hi, guys. Sorry if I'm overlooking your name at this particular point in time. I, for one, thank Jim Walker. Absolutely. I do too. I thank any of the family members that are speaking, regardless if it's truth or not. It's really just insight. Like, it will never take away from the forefront of the awareness of Jack and Lily. Bottom line is, people have answers. Someone has answers to know what happened to Jack and Lily. And these two children deserve justice. They deserve the answers as to why they are missing and what happened to them. My uncle was diagnosed with a stage 4 lung cancer in one lung 3 months ago, and he was missed to his liver and passed earlier. Oh, I'm so sorry, Gran. I'm so sorry. He took on my little cousin as a baby after her. Oh, my goodness. A lot going on there, isn't there? So sorry that you're going through all that stuff. That's a lot of stuff to be going through on that one. Do you understand? My mother was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer, and she died in 2015. But obviously yours has a more of a twist to it. Okay. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just going to scroll down here because I want to see if the event has been canceled. I know I haven't had time to make a KFC bucket. I haven't. I mean, I know it's only going to take a few minutes, but I kind of forget about it until just before the live. Nova has a great description article about cadaver dogs and scent dogs. Perfect. Not news yet. No, now news. No news yet. Is that what you meant to say? Belinda, can you tell me about if the event has been canceled? Because I'm reading that someone's telling me it is. Hi, Bonnie. How are you? Okay. I have enhanced audio. Oh, are you putting the link there? I'm just kind of, before we get started, you guys, I really just want to know if this event has been canceled. Somebody should be able to tell me. Sure, absolutely. Just sent it to you, Belinda, in Messenger. Tinkerbell. Event chat said it's canceled just now. Well, Belinda asked for the link, so sounds like Belinda's going to come up here and let us know. Tinta's getting people to get his girlfriend to Halifax. He's from Ontario. No receipts, just out on SM. He's from Ontario. No receipts, just out on SM. Can you hear me okay? I can't hear you. No. Maybe try going out. Let's see. 1 second.
I'm trying to turn my TV down to see if I can hear you.
Okay, 1 second.
Okay, I'm still not hearing nothing.
Can you hear me? Go back out and come back in, perhaps, Belinda. See if that fixes it.
Still nothing.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Let's see.
I don't think I've done anything wrong. Maybe I should back out and try again.
Yes. Yeah. 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 Go back out and come back in. Let's see. Thank you, Lost Family. Let me see that for your next bucket or towards a flight to Nova Scotia. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, for your support for this channel, for Jack and Lily and the channel. Appreciate it. We all do. From Charmaine and Ken. Let's see here. Let's see. Is that better?
Oh, my gosh. I still can't hear you.
You can't?
I'm not sure what's up.
I can hear you.
And now I got to turn the volume up on the TV so I can hear what you're saying.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know what's working out.
You can't hear me? One sec there. I'm not sure what's going on. Let me see.
I use my phone to communicate, and I'm not getting your volume on my phone at all.
Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. Okay.
I use my phone to communicate, and I'm not getting volume on my phone at all.
It's okay. Not really sure what's going on.
Okay, so I will just go ahead and talk. I had spoken with Lana a few days ago, and I do know her health is not the greatest at this time. So I will just go ahead and talk.
Turn down your TV.
And I do know her health is not the greatest at this time. Now, the problem is Lana has been in communication with Malaya. Now, the problem is Lana has been in communication.
Why isn't...
I doubted this communication to be real, so I asked a friend that I knew who knew Malaya to contact her to see if she really was in touch with Lana. Apparently, it is true that she was in touch with Lana, and Lana was really hurt because I broke her confidence. She did not understand that I wanted to make sure she wasn't being scammed. So I do think this is why the whole thing is called off now.
Darn it. I really wish...
I wanted to make sure she wasn't being scammed. So I do think this is why the whole thing is called off. Malaya, when she reached out to her, had mentioned to her about the fundraiser and the GoFundMe, that maybe funds could be split for Jack and Lily for them to be returned, and it could be put into Cheryl's name. So this has just turned into the biggest, I don't know what. And I told Lana that I don't care if she's mad at me. These are my grandkids.
I want to really hear you.
Into the biggest, I don't know what. And I told Lana that I don't care if these are my grandkids. Okay, I've turned my TV volume up so I can at least hear you talking on my TV, but I know I'm delayed with my answering of your questions, that the timeline's a little off between my phone and the TV. I've turned my TV volume up so I can at least hear you talking on my TV, but I know I'm delayed.
What could be the reason, you guys?
Your questions, that the timeline's a little off between my phone and the TV.
Oh, Belinda. Okay, hold on. I know what I'll do. I'm going to call her on Messenger. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm going to call Belinda. Belinda, I'm going to call you on Messenger so we can go back and forth. Okay. One sec. I kicked her. Now I'm going to call her. Come on. start audio call. Okay, can you hear me okay?
And
Let's do it this way instead, okay?
okay, is it matching up with the live?
Yes, yes. So I because this is very important, and I'm so sorry that this is all turning into one big nightmare.
It really, really is.
So okay, so you said that Lana and Malaya, that Lana had been speaking with Malaya, and that
Yes.
you weren't sure. You wanted to make sure that it wasn't a
Yeah,
scam. Okay.
right. That I asked Lana, I said, see if you can video chat with her. If they're willing to video chat that you can see that it really is her, then that's fine. But if they're not willing to video chat, well, then to me, I'm sorry, but I'm suspect of that.
Right.
But I don't know if they were refusing or if Lana just didn't want to push it. But the moment Malaya had stated about putting money under Cheryl's name and trust for the kids,
Right.
it's like, okay, there's something wrong with this. So I said, Lana, why don't you call the police? And she said, well, I want to see where it's going right now. She said, so give me some time. So I gave her a few days. And then I had a thought, well, I can find out because Malaya took me and everybody in my family off her friends list
Oh,
and Facebook. Excuse me. And so I did know somebody that was friends, and it's like, can you reach out to her and ask her if she is in touch with Lana? Because there's somebody pretending to be her and they're wanting funds diverted to Cheryl.
right.
Well, this friend did do that, and right away, apparently, Malaya states that in her heart, she believes these children are alive and she's going to get them back. But no individual person is getting money from the fundraiser. It's strictly for the awareness, and the rest is going to search and rescue. And she said, you're a mother, you would understand this, that I'm keeping them alive in my mind. I'm getting them back. That's what gets me through. So that was the end of the conversation, which was fine. So then apparently, I'm assuming she reached out to Lana right afterwards, and she was totally pissed at Lana for telling somebody that now Lana can't be trusted and she's not having no further communication with her. So then Lana gets on with me and she's very upset. And it's like, I really don't care. I don't care if Malaya doesn't want to talk. I don't care, Lana, that I've hurt your feelings by betraying your trust. These are my grandchildren. And she's talking about money
Yeah.
and nobody is stating where the kids are. And now the more I think about it and the more I listen to other people talk of Malaya is not the Malaya I thought. Maybe she did put on a good show, but she acted that good show the couple of years she was with my son.
Right.
But the Malaya I see now, no. I'd like to see her locked up, in my opinion. I want to see Daniel locked up. And I want to see Janie locked up. I want to see all of them locked up until somebody states where these babies are.
I know. I know. Wow. Well, first of all, I will say that.
And then, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt you, because then the other thing that burns is Wade's interview. And I know Cindy's probably really laid into him, but his interview, and then hearing him say that, well, Cindy wants to sue CPS because they had the chance to remove the kids and didn't. My gosh, Cindy and Wade did absolutely nothing to remove them either, but yet she wants to sue CPS.
Mm-hmm. I know.
It just, I am so sick. Nobody knows how angry I am.
Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry that this is turning into such a wicked, I don't even know what to say.
Excuse me.
A wicked, ridiculous nightmare from hell. And it's a joke. What's going on here? It's an absolute joke.
Right.
And then
Right. And the police are allowing it to maintain a joke. The police are allowing this to continue.
and so and like I said, let's one sec. Thank you for becoming a member. So just to get everyone up to speed on what Belinda's talking about. So Lana is the fundraiser organizer. She's the one that held the vigil. Her and
Yes.
Bree, right? And
Yes.
and Cheryl is what you guys would deem as the beach friend, the one that was in the picture.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So just so that everyone understands who we are speaking of, Malay, of course, is the mother of Jack and Lily. And Daniel Martell is what is deemed as a stepfather. Cody, Belinda's son, is the paternal father, and Belinda is the paternal grandmother. So I want to go back to this. So I'm sorry, but they want to put money in Cheryl's name?
Malaya wanted money to go into Cheryl's name. Remember how we stated the fundraiser was going to be if the kids are alive,
Right.
it would go into a trust fund for them. She asked if that could be put into Cheryl's name.
And you said, she said no.
Lana,
correct?
Lana, now I don't know what Lana told them because, like I said, Lana wanted Malaya to confide in her. Lana believes Malaya might have the children, and maybe she would let her know.
What?
I don't know, but I know Lana has been ill. She hasn't been feeling good. She's gone to the hospital, but I do believe it's this other thing that's weighing heavier on her heart. And I do know that she feels I betrayed her trust, but I don't know what is wrong with people thinking that they have to keep things hidden in secret. It's like,
I know.
We're not private investigators. If you know something, you say something.
Yeah.
The moment Malaya reached out and mentioned anything, personally, myself, Lana should have been on the phone to the police.
Absolutely. So, well, first of all, that money shouldn't be going to anybody besides in trust, or right?
Right.
Absolutely.
And Lana stated that that money was going into trust and the rest was going to the search and rescue, which is the way we wanted it, along with the buddy benches. And I believe it was going to go that way, but I think with me letting her know that I wasn't worried about hurting her feelings because I'm just concerned with where Lily and Jack are. I think that hurt her.
Right.
And I think with her health, and this is taking a toll on everybody. And I think she just feels she just can't do it anymore.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, I don't even know what to say, to be honest, Belinda. I'm so sorry.
I don't know what to say anymore either.
Honestly. I mean, I hate being part of drama stuff, and I truly hate being part of Facebook stuff. And this is very sad to me that all this work has gone into something for Jack and Lily. And hold on, I'm still trying to absorb all this. I mean, okay.
I can honestly say the fundraiser, the GoFundMe, if they want to cancel, which I do believe it has been put out onto the official site now that it's canceled. I'm fine with that. That really doesn't mean anything to me. Everybody is still sharing their pictures. Everybody is still plastering everything out there. So I am just hoping to God that people continue to do that. And who cares about the fundraiser? Who cares about the GoFundMe?
Right.
Because I just want to find my kids. I don't care about the rest of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what? At the end of the day, it is what it's about. You know, whatever other bullshit's going on with it. I'm so sorry that, you know, if Lana feels like you betrayed her trust and stuff like that. These are your grandchildren. There shouldn't be all this secret bullshit going on. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely,
Yeah.
it drives me crazy in itself as well, right? Can't do this, can't share this. Really? I'm just about wanting to put the truth out there, you know? Who doesn't want to?
Well,
Go ahead.
little by little,
It's coming
it
out.
seems like the truth is coming out. It seems like really none of them seem to have cared for Lily and Jack. Um, Daniel put on a good show. He really hid well. You could just see little tidbits of the contempt in his voice. Janie couldn't hide it at all.
Mm.
And I really do believe that Lily and Jack were a big problem for Malaya and Daniel, that it caused many fights. And I do believe that Malaya probably thought that her life would be a whole lot easier without them too.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of what I feel like lately, to be honest with you, because
Yep,
there's this stupid
yep,
game going on. And now, in saying that, can I just go back to something? And Belinda, so Lana was speaking to Malaya, you said, correct? And
yes.
it wasn't through FaceTime, but it was through what? Just Messenger?
Messenger,
Okay.
yes.
So did
She
she,
started speaking with Cheryl, and then little by little, I guess Malaya would be in the background and they would discuss things. And most of it's about the fundraiser, and that Malaya does believe the children are alive. She feels that the children are alive, and she feels she's going to get them home soon. She felt it so much that Lana was feeling the exact same thing, that the children were really going to come home soon. And if she could keep Malaya friends with her and talking to her, that maybe Malaya would release the kids to her.
are these people on some sort of special sauce?
I don't know what the special sauce is. I really don't, because now when I listen to all that, and it's like, what was Malaya doing? So now I think Malaya is every bit as guilty, in my opinion. Every bit as guilty as Daniel. Every bit as guilty as Janie.
Well, you know, again, we're here for Jack and Lily. We're not here for, in the sense of Malaya, Daniel, Janie, anyone else, really, to be honest, right? We're here for Jack and Lily. If these people want to
Yeah.
keep
The
playing
sad
games,
part is you have to go through those three people to get to Jack and Lily. That's the sad part.
that that is the sad part. But this is where we can only keep praying that that of course the RCMP are working through all of this, and that answers will come out, because that's what's going to happen at the end. It's like I was saying earlier today. I was like saying that at the end of the day, whether Malaya talks or doesn't talk, I mean, at the end of the day, right? The RCMP are the ones that are going to come out with the answers. Sure, would it be nice if Malaya spoke up? You know, but I don't know what kind of games these people are playing at the expense of Jack and Lily. And I'm sorry, I'm not into the game playing of it all, at all. I know when I'm being played. I know when people are using me. I know when people, just like, I'll do it right back to them. Meaning I'll play a game if they want to play a game with me, because this is ridiculous. Let me just see what Kent has to quickly say. I got him on
Yes, I
mute.
would really like to hear what Ken has to say too.
Go ahead, Kent.
Well, breaking news, folks. Belinda, that's quite the shocker. I hadn't heard that. I had to call Lana. We had a discussion this afternoon, of course, as she did with Bree and a couple others. Um, One thing that she was worried about is the company that she had coming in to basically do the operation of the fundraiser.
1 second. Whose TV is in the background? Is that yours, Belinda?
Yeah, do you want me to turn it down? It's the only way I can hear Kent.
Oh, no, we're on Messenger now. So you don't got to worry about that.
Yeah, but on Messenger with you, I can't hear him.
Can you not hear him right now?
No.
Okay, do me a favor.
Test.
Just
Can you hear that, Belinda?
Okay, my TV's turned right down.
Tell me if you can hear Ken.
Can you hear me now?
I can't.
You can't hear him?
No.
Okay.
Not through Messenger, no.
Really? Okay. Oh, really? Oh, I guess not, because you're on Messenger with me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so turn it back up so you can hear. Just
okay. Should I turn the volume down on my phone so it doesn't interfere then?
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah.
Or take it off the speaker.
He said that might help. Or is it on speakerphone?
Yeah, it's the only way I can hear on my phone is through speaker.
On there. Okay, well, just turn your TV up. I was just hearing the background of it, but if that's what it is, then that's what it is. Go ahead.
I'm not hearing it coming through,
I'll
so
try
it's
to turn
not
the volume on the phone down so you don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, going back to the fact of being able, she had several phone calls today about people.
1 second. It's coming. Belinda's TV's coming through rather quite loud. Maybe turn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I definitely got to keep the volume. I'll have to watch it later to see what he says.
Well, I can repeat it back to you.
Or can she come back in StreamYards now again? Because it's working fine.
Okay, well, Belinda, go ahead and try to come back in StreamYard one more time. And if not, I'll call you back on Messenger. Thank you.
Okay.
And I won't say anything else.
Yeah, and if not, then I'll just have to... Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll just go on to something else while we're waiting for her to come back in. So last night, I went through the River John Festival Days Parade, and we had the big 4x4 sign of Jack and Lily, where are they? In the back of the truck. The truck was sponsored by Highland Ford, so we were able to drive through, and we received lots of applause, saying, "Keep up the good work. Thumbs up. Way to go, Kent. Somebody's keeping their name out there." I told all that info to Lana today when we had the discussion about the fundraiser. And like I say, this afternoon when we had the discussion, it was about, she told me about people phoning her today and telling her, well, I hope you're going to be able to pay the bill because no one's going to show up for the fundraiser.
Hey, 1 second. Kent, can you not hear me? 1 second.
I can hear you.
Okay, because I said something a couple of times. 1 second, Kent.
Okay.
Belinda, can you talk now or hear now? Belinda? I don't know what's going on with her phone. Hello? Hello? No, she can't hear. Okay. Just 1 second. What a middle of a live right now. Huh. 1 second. And, no. Okay. 1 second, Kent.
Yep.
Okay. 1 second. I gotta restart this again. Share screen. 1 second, Belinda. Yeah. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do is like let Kent talk for a minute, and then just mute yourself. For like hit your microphone on Messenger there.
Okay.
Well, I'm not hearing the TV now, but hold on.
Yeah, I've got the volume turned off.
But you can't hear Kent. Can't talk for a second?
No.
Yeah, you can't hear me at all?
Can't at all.
You can't hear me now? No, I guess not.
That Nova states maybe I need to restart my phone.
You know what? Restart your phone, Belinda. Restart your phone.
Okay, so I'll hang up from you while restart my phone and try again.
Okay.
So yeah, so there was lots of people, and like I say, the applause wasn't hip hip hooray type of applause. It was just a little quiet thank you, saying good work, keep the names out there, thumbs up. And a lot of people saying, oh, because in River John, I'm known as much of as I am in Pictou. Everybody was hauling out, Kent, way to go, good work. So I told that to Lana today, and she said, well, Kent, she said, if I don't get enough money to pay the bill for the fundraiser, and she said, everybody, I had 3 or 4 phone calls today, and they're telling me that the locals aren't going to come. And I said, well, I don't know what your bills are. You know that. And if you don't think, I didn't know anything about this Malaya part of it. She didn't tell me that. But when I heard Belinda say that, I messaged her, and I called her on Messenger, and I said, so you made the decision? She said, yeah. She said, Kent, she said, I didn't tell you earlier today, but she said the other part of it is once we were doing the fundraiser, Malaya had sent her a message, and that was back earlier this week, I guess, when the other messages were going on, and had made a statement that if there was any money left after the fundraiser was done and paid for, maybe it could be split between ground search and rescue. And Malaya said maybe some can be put in Cheryl's name in a trust for the kids. And Lana said that she wasn't going to be doing that. That's not was the reason for organizing the fundraiser. The fundraiser was to continue supporting missing persons material and whatnot. And so that's where it left her, that she was afraid.
Oh, for 1 second. Belinda's trying to come back on. Let's see here. Let's see. Belinda, is that better?
I thank Nova very much. That worked perfectly.
What, rebooting your phone?
Yes.
Why didn't I think of this? Are you kidding? My husband always gives me shit for this all the time. He always says, restart your computer, restart your phone. What was I even not thinking? I deal with techie stuff all day.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Now, Kent, there's a lot of things going on at one time for me right now. I wasn't expecting this live like this.
Neither was I. Like I say, Belinda broke the news to me.
Okay, so
Well, I wouldn't have come on until you had stated about the fundraiser being canceled, and then I just got Bree's notice stating the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm just trying to find the pictures, Kent, from the parade that you sent. As I'm trying to, and then Belinda's having her issues. I'm trying. My head's gonna fall off in a second. Hold on. I'm not the best multitasker in the world, people. It's like I go into panic mode. Okay, here. I just want to grab a couple pictures. Here, we'll put this one. 1 second. Hey, I don't recall you setting a head-on shot, but let's do this. Okay, let me just quickly bring a picture up, Belinda, and then you guys can get back to like talking there or whatever. Okay. Now, Belinda didn't hear probably anything you said, or she was.
I didn't hear a word.
Okay.
Well, basically, Belinda, I was just, because I didn't want to go into the other stuff. We were just recapping the parade and how in River John, most people know me by name as well as everywhere else. So as I was going through the parade, we were actually getting a little like an applause, and it wasn't as if it was like hip hip hooray, but it was a little applause saying, "Good job, Ken. Keep their names out there. Good work. Thumbs up." Stuff like that. Pretty positive reaction. And
Beautiful.
the whole way through the parade, there was only one little fella that made me cry, and it was right almost, well, I didn't cry, but I almost did. We're just at the start of the beginning, and I told you, I think this, Sonny, I don't know if I mentioned to Belinda in Messenger or not, but I was driving by, and this little 6 or 7 year old pointed to the truck and said, "Look, Mommy, but they found Lily. We just got to find Jack."
Oh,
And I just, like, it just broke. I was almost broke. And I didn't answer him. I didn't say, "No, we didn't find him yet," or anything. I just let him think yeah. But that was and like I say, everything else, because Lana asked me what type of reaction we got. And I said, well, everything was positive. I said, like, I had you're close enough that you could hear the people talking, and they would say, "Oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's the Sullivan kids." Like, they wondered what it was first because I didn't have the truck decorated or anything.
Right.
I just had the sign in the back. And once I got far enough ahead that they could see the sign, and then they would holler, "Good job, Ken, keep their names out there," and this and that. And so, but yeah, going back to the fundraiser stuff now, like I say, me and Lana had the discussion this afternoon, and she was worried about the bill. I didn't know anything about the Malaya comment or ask until I was on the telephone, and I just switched back to Sunny's Live, and I caught you talking about that. And
did you say that Lana stated she was worried about the bill?
That's what people were calling her and telling her today, is hoping that she was going to be able to foot the bill associated with the fundraiser, because and threaten her that nobody was going to go. And being negative. Yeah, and being negative about it and stuff. And that's what got her thinking today, because that's when she messaged me. It was about 2:30, 3 o'clock. And she said, "Ken, what happens if nobody shows up? How am I going to pay for this?" And I said, well, I don't know.
I brought that up to her attention when she first started discussing the fundraiser with me. Because the moment she came up with the idea, she reached out to me. And I told her it was a beautiful idea. But I did see it start growing a lot into the planning of it and what she was hoping to bring there for the people, which it's all beautiful in theory, but it all costs money. And I cautioned her then that you have to pay attention to how much things are going to cost to know. I mean, the vigil was beautiful, but it was still small.
Yeah.
And if this fundraiser stays on that low scale, well, then she's not going to be able to afford the things she would like to do. So that might have become a concern to her.
Well, I think it did when she, like she said, she had multiple, she didn't say how many, but she said that she had multiple phone calls today. People telling her that she's not going to be able to pay the bill for the fundraiser.
Oh, wow.
Because no one was going to show up now.
The only ones I knew is Malaya had told her that she was coming. Her whole family was coming and relatives. They were all going to come to the fundraiser.
Yeah.
And now maybe where they're put out, because Lana did tell me and I did tell somebody else to reach out to see if it was actually true. That, yeah, maybe Malaya got a little pissed at that and decided that, well, she's not promoting it now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's proper for Malaya to have even asked that at Lana.
Right.
If she made that request to Lana, like I say, I'm not questioning Lana. I know, like, I do quite a bit of fundraising, and like people on my page, I think you've seen the comments too, and the way that I like, because people said, "Our family going to get the proceeds?"
Right.
And I always responded, because when I got involved with Lana, she said no. She said
Right.
it'll be Buddy Ventures is the priority one.
Yep.
Ground search and rescue after that, if
Yes.
there's anything left, and we pay for the promotional material or the awareness materials until they come home or are found.
Right. Right.
And I said, "Go, okay, good to go. Let's." But I didn't know, because like I say, I wasn't organizing the day of, but she thought she was going to have more, I think, more vendors and food trucks. That was the other thing. She wasn't getting the response from them as I think she thought she would. And she might have been afraid, but she said it was the negative, and being sick this week and still being down. Like last week, everything was fine because we were planning interviews for Wednesday with myself.
I hate to say it, she was pretty fine right up until I had someone make a phone call.
Yeah.
Everything was good to go, and she wasn't concerned about a thing until I had someone make a phone call.
Lost Family says, where is all the money that has been sent in?
I'm assuming all money would be returned.
Well, I asked her that when I was talking to her, just like I say, when I said, so she said, well, we have the bills for the keychains and the decals and stuff. And she got a hold of that lady and told her to, wherever she's at, to stop the amount at what she's at.
Right.
And then she don't know if there's been any, but she was hoping to get t-shirts printed, but I don't think she had ordered them yet. It was this week that she was going to be ordering them, because she said about needing a deposit for that. But I think she'll have to discuss that with Belinda and the public in the way that she does it when she becomes healthy or feels better, to be able to talk, because she can barely talk right now. And but she did say that once the bills are paid, then the plan was to donate it to the ground search and rescue.
So just so my brain is my brain is totally on overdrive right now. I'm just so the event was canceled, you feel, Belinda, because you made a phone call to see if it was correct? And so
that's how I feel.
That's how you feel. Yeah.
I was concerned about the bill all along because when she was telling me the numbers of what things were costing, it's like, well, that's a lot of money, Lana. How can you be guaranteed you're going to make that money at the fundraiser to be able to cost the cover of the fundraiser? And she would tell me that I have to be optimistic. She's very optimistic, and she believes it's going to be a great turnout. And I mean, it was rubbing off on me. It was sounding to me like it was definitely going to be a great turnout. And she was pretty chipper with me that morning on the phone. But in the back of my mind, I just couldn't get over the fact that Malaya wanted money to be put into a trust under Cheryl's name.
So sorry.
I thought somebody was trying to scam her, pretending to be Malaya, because Malaya wasn't reaching out to anybody. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, Malaya's reaching out to Lana. It did not make sense to me.
I get it.
And Lana feels that it was because they hadn't reached out until the fundraiser came about.
Right.
And Lana said this afternoon, it puts the thought in her mind, like, why would you ask for money to be put in trust for children? Right. And I said, why would she, even if you don't know her, why would a family member put you in that position?
Right. So I wanted to find out, was it really Malaya? She had taken me off her Facebook. Why? I don't know. I can guess now. I have in the back of my mind why I'm assuming Malaya's removed me from Facebook. She's removed other family members of mine that were on her Facebook. And so I am just assuming that, well, what if somebody stole her identity? I mean, somebody stole my account in the very beginning and put my profile out there, and it wasn't me. But it looked like it was my account because I went on it and looked. So I thought somebody was doing that because they would not FaceTime her. And I kept saying, you got to get them to video call you so you can see who you're talking to make sure. And she said, well, I keep trying, but they only want to talk at night. And she assumed because, well, the kids would be up during the day and at night they're in bed, so it was safe for them to talk. She really believed that Malaya has the kids with her. She did believe this. I didn't believe any of it. So I found somebody that I knew was still friends with Malaya, and it's like, well, just ask her. Just ask her if she's in touch with Lana, or is somebody trying to steal her identity because they're talking about putting funds into Cheryl's name. Well, right away, she stated, I support this fundraiser and I'm going to be there, that the fundraiser is not for family members. It is for the GoFundMe, for the benches and to support the kids and the search and rescue. And she's 100% behind it. And I thought, well, that's good then. That is good. But then all of a sudden, she calls Lana and lays into Lana. And then Lana calls me all upset. Doesn't call, she messages me. All upset that I betrayed her trust. And now Malaya wants nothing more to do with her. And it made her look like a fool and made her look like a couple of other things. And I told her that Malaya wasn't going to share any more info with her. And it's like, well, what info is she supposed to share with you? It's like, and why are you concerned about Malaya? It is supposed to be about Lily and Jack. That I don't care two hoots about Malaya. And then she went on to state that, well, I broke her trust and now she can't share anything further with me. And it's like, well, if that's the way you feel, that's fine with me. That doesn't matter to me either. And now here we are, the fundraiser's canceled. And I've tried calling the RCMP. Twice I've left messages and they haven't gotten back to me yet.
So, and that was, you're talking about the video thing as well, right?
I called them first for the video thing, and I wanted to fill them in on Malaya and the conversation that was had with Lana. Because I figured the priest should go and talk to Lana and see what she's got to know exactly what Cheryl's saying.
Now, I am being told that it was Lana's idea about the money going into.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's telling you that?
Well, clever.
Pardon?
Don't really want to say it on a live.
Okay. But we're back to those secrets again.
But let's just say, you know what? Ah, my goodness.
Now, Lana told me that she went along with it, that she didn't make it sound like she was against it. She went along with it because she was hoping it would keep them talking with her further. Because Lana really, truly does believe Malaya's got these kids, or she knows who has them. And Lana believes that in time, Malaya would probably release the kids to her.
And Lana told me that when I called her. She said when Malaya brought that up about the money, she said, Kent, she said, I told them that the group organizing would discuss it because I didn't want to fight with them. But she said it was never my plan. I did that.
She told me also that it was never in her plan. She did tell me that too. And I do believe that.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, I do believe that I do find Lana has a beautiful heart. But to me, it's like the moment she couldn't FaceTime them the first couple of times, to me, she should have called the police. I just feel she should have called the police. I don't know if it would have got any more of a response than I did. Like I said, I've called twice now and I haven't heard back.
Well, I've been saying on here every time that nobody has the right to attack anybody. And as far as I'm concerned, if family, don't matter if it's the parents and or associated relatives.
Mm-hmm.
If they would make a comment about money in this situation,
right,
when she was already taking enough mental abuse from everybody, they have absolutely no right.
No, none whatsoever. That's why I assumed it had to have been a scam.
But there's too much of the information. Like I say, from what I understand, is the Malaya stuff wasn't just happened today. When did you guys have that discussion?
I had the discussion with Lana on, was it Thursday? I went to town on Thursday. I think it was Thursday I had that discussion with her, yes.
Yeah. And then, like I say, she told me about receiving the phone calls today. Now, who the phone calls were from, she never said no names. I don't know if she knew the names. One of the things
she believes she was in touch with Cheryl, Haley, Malaya, and Cindy. She believes she was in touch with all four of them.
But I think the from my conversation with her today, it sounds like, and I can't tell you who it was because I don't know. But it sounds like one of the other locals that was helping started going around to try to collect stuff for the silent auction.
Right.
And received several no's due to the fact that the family was going to
Really?
be benefiting.
Can you guys just keep talking for a minute? I need to be away just for a minute.
Yeah,
So
no problem.
Thank you.
That's why I asked when you had the discussion, because these other people called today, and then, like I say, one of her people, and I can't tell you who it was,
Right.
but they started inquiring about getting stuff donated for the silent auction, and she was getting more no's than positives. That's the discussion that me and Lana had this afternoon. And the other thing was about the fact of the cost of the fundraiser for itself, and whether or not the fundraiser was going to be successful enough not only to pay for itself,
But to
but
have
to pay,
anything left, yeah.
to have anything left to pay
Yeah.
for the awareness materials, which is the reason why she was doing it.
Yeah, well, I was a little bit concerned myself with that because, like I said, fundraisers, they're expensive. I had no clue until she started telling me about all the things you have to organize for a fundraiser. Because I mean, I've never even been a part of anything like that before to know how it runs.
Well,
And
I
I know she was learning as she was going too.
yeah, and I think some of that might be, and I don't want to blame on on Lana. I'm not doing that to that. But the way from, like I say, I don't know what she was thinking it was going to cost, or what it was going to cost, if she had it added up in her head, or what. I wasn't part of that. That wasn't my
And
what
that was
I
really,
figured.
that was too bad because, like you said, you have played parts into fundraising and you probably would have had a better idea than any of us.
Yeah, and like I say, I said to her, I said, "I'm sorry I didn't jump in with you earlier, but I said I might have been able to help because, but like I say,
But for her to be
when you're doing a
receiving,
fundraiser that you want to raise for the awareness materials, your fundraiser should be only as big as whatever you can get for nothing."
right, basically, yes.
And that is what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, yeah, I agree there. I wonder if a lot of the negative calls she's getting, if it's because Malaya feels she was betrayed or
well, when you said that, I'm wondering, because this family, if you take in the stepmothers, brothers, parents, this family is big enough. And if on Malaya's side, if she felt betrayed by Lana or you or whoever,
yeah,
and was saying, we're not going to, like, even though Lana said that she didn't tell her that she wasn't going to get any of it, if she got that vibe, then did she spread it amongst her side of the family? And did they start
that would not,
messaging her, like, to put
it would not,
doubts?
yeah, that would not surprise me in the least bit now. I'd have to say I don't put anything past both sides of that family there.
Yeah, no, well, that's what I mean. There's enough people involved. We've seen the misstatements, misinformation, and lies on everything else.
Yeah.
So if they're willing to lie about children's lives, they're going to be willing to lie about money.
Yeah. I totally agree that, like I said, this is, other than just a total heartbreak, it's been a real eye opener for sure.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. I don't know the only profit margin that I know of, because I was the one that was organizing it, was on the signs. The signs were going to be costing us $9.95 per sign, and we were going to be selling them for $20. This is the lawn signs, and
Right.
we're going to be selling them for $20. So that would have put $10 per every sign we sold. It would have paid for the sign, and then put $10 in the pot for the promotion of the materials. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the T-shirts. I don't know, like, about the decals. I know in general decals and keychains shouldn't be costing you a whole lot. Like
Yeah,
they
I'm
do
not
on mass production, but not on
now.
individual pricing.
Right now, I'm thinking she was slowly learning that herself, because the first couple of people that were doing things for, all of a sudden, when she started looking around, she found out she could get it cheaper from more locally sourced people. So she started to slowly turn that part around, because, like I said, this was a learning curve for her too on trying
Yeah.
to figure things out. She just went basically online. Okay, she's looking for this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And
And the other thing that I couldn't believe once I did get involved, and it's not a knock against them. Like, when I say this, people, I'm saying it with the most sincerity. But Lana is from Cape Breton,
mm-hmm,
and Bree is from Ontario,
yes, yes,
and like, that to me speaks volumes for the type of people that they are. That they're trying to do this out of the goodness of their heart,
right.
but where is the local help? And that's what I asked myself. And
Mm-hmm.
that was one of the reasons why I got involved. I said, okay.
Now I'm
I said,
glad you
these
did,
people were out of town, and
because she wanted me to be more involved, but I'm just not comfortable with that. I mean, I'm the grandmother. I don't
well, I understand that.
want
You're family
anything to
again.
do with fundraising. I'll help out where I can and do what I can, but I don't want to be associated with that, because to me
Yeah.
that's wrong.
Yeah, like, I agree with the way that you endorsed it, and you and affiliated yourself with it, and stuff like that, to give some credibility. But in a case like this, it can't be it can't be administered by family members,
Right. Right.
right? So you got to have the outside help. But I
Mhm.
just thought, and then, like I say, as we got going along, like, I know on Wednesday it was going to be myself and Janice Potty doing the global interviews.
Right.
And like last week when the reporter called, they said, well, where should we do the interviews? I said, where should we do them? I said, let's call the rec center and get permission to do them outside in the parking lot at the rec center. I said, where's the fundraiser? They said, the fundraiser's there. I said, that's the
Yeah.
best spot
Yes. Yes,
to
it
do
is.
your publicity for it.
That it
She
is.
said,
It is
oh,
a
that's a great
shame.
idea.
Yeah, it's a shame it's a shame you couldn't have gotten in sooner, and even a couple of more people local, because
But yeah, like, I think
it would have
outside
helped
of,
Delano, but way better. That it would have been much better. Bree is excellent at what she does. That she has
yeah,
done such a phenomenal job. That
yeah,
it's
I got to commend them both, like,
yeah,
for tackling something like
yeah,
that and being that far away.
mm-hmm,
Like,
yeah,
that takes some heart, people. And I know everybody is, because I'm reading comments, well, are they going to refund the money? I'm sure that
I am
when
too.
things
I'm
get settled
sure.
out, that they will,
Right.
if the cry is for money to be returned,
Mm-hmm.
and from what she told me, there is no big amounts of money that came in
No,
either on GoFundMe or
no,
any of
the
them. Like, I'm not
GoFundMe.
saying that there's nothing there.
No, the last I looked, there was 500 and some in the GoFundMe.
Yeah. And whatnot, but for people that are this far away to tackle something like this with minimal local help, because I know that there's 4 or 5 locals that are in on it, from what I understand, and like I say, because Janice was going to be doing part of the interview, she mentioned 2 other people. I don't know who they are, but she said they were local, going around trying to get the stuff donated.
Oh, there's so
And
many that were stepping in to try to help out. There was that. It really
yeah,
did sound like it was going to be a beautiful event.
yeah.
Maybe not as good as having Glow, because Glow's expensive, really expensive.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would have went that route. But like I said, they know more than what I knew about doing any of this. So
Yeah, no, that's when I found out. And when did I find out? Today's Sunday. I found out, I guess, yesterday. Because I had asked some questions, and when she said that Glow was doing it, I said, I understand now.
yeah, yeah. No, it is truly heartbreaking that so many things had to get so messed up, and so many different stories out there, and the police seem to be, I don't know, I don't know what to think of the police anymore. That
Well, the perception is that they're taking their good old time, but I guess we still have to have trust. Christine, I don't know. Christine said maybe Malaya was just trying to con Lana. I don't know that. I can't state that.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know that either. It was my concern that it was a stranger trying to con her, and then to find out that it's really Malaya. Well, that just, I hate to
and
tell
when
you, but
you
that just
have,
turned me against Malaya now.
yeah, and when I'm sorry, and I don't want to speak ill, but when you have a mother of 2 missing kids, even suggesting that any profits, instead of the end result, as you stated from the beginning, going to ground search and rescue,
Mm-hmm.
to then say, well, maybe you split some up and put it in to a trust.
Yeah,
And is Cheryl a cousin,
I
or
have, I have no idea. I have no
I
idea.
don't know the family relation there, but
I think
for
she's
her to
just a
even
best
suggest
friend.
that to the group is improper. Like,
Well, that's the way it come off to me right off the bat. And it did. Lana was very suspect of that too. But she wanted to keep Malaya talking because she really
yes, she
did
did that.
believe. Yes.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if Malaya, like, maybe, I'm not saying she's stupid, but maybe she figured it out that, or somebody else might have been talking to Alana and then put it back to Malaya and said, well, Lana's just stringing you along. She's not going to split the money with ground searching you. Whatever's left at the end of it,
Yeah, I
is
don't
going to
know.
go to ground search.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might have peeved Malaya off.
Well, the moment Malaya got off the phone with the one I had call, the moment she got off the phone, she contacted Alana.
Malaya did, or the other one?
Oh, I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which,
Okay.
to be honest. I can't quite remember.
Mhm.
I'd have to go
But
back.
one of them called Lana.
Yeah, right away. Right away. And Alana was really upset that I would tell somebody because she kept me in confidence of everything she was doing, which she did. I
Mhm.
will not say she didn't. She kept me in confidence of everything she was doing. I just didn't totally agree with everything she was doing in the end.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it's a shame because the purpose of it is exactly what needs to be
Right,
done,
right.
because you can't expect anybody to take out of their pocket all the time to
Yeah.
print like the posters and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody will, for that's printing them across the country. They can go into the local library, and I'm sure the local libraries are accommodating them and printing off so many.
Right. They only
But
print off so many because, I mean, they're there for the public for other things to print too. So they can only help so much.
yeah, so the money has to come from somewhere to print off these materials, and
It is. It's just,
it's another sad sign, I guess, of the world that we live in. But
no, it's
I know
definitely
everybody's not
another
like that.
string of what has gone wrong with this whole thing.
I was joking with Sunny today that me and Charmaine were going to take over her live and run the channel for the live next live, but I guess it's me and you, Belinda.
It's looking that way. But no, I know this has taken a toll on everybody, not just myself. I know that I know people's nerves are really stretched to the limit.
Law's family, I know Kent has a track record of backing the wrong horse. Sherwood, Daniel, hopefully. Um, I I don't totally agree with that, but it's like we talked about on here several times. There's only two scenarios in this case.
Yeah,
Either one, the kids are going to be found alive somewhere and they're going to be brought back home to the people that love them, or unfortunately, they're going to be no longer with us and we're going to be searching for them until we find them to pay proper respects. There's only two end results here when this is all done. How we get there? Well, we've seen already. There could be 1,000 ways to get there. So,
yeah,
in my mind, I'm hoping that the kids are going to come back home alive so that Belinda can once again see them, so that everybody that loves them can see them. So, for that to happen, I have to believe a little bit of Darren's story and hope that that's the truth. Because if not, and I said this to Lana the other day, I said, it's kind of hard for people from out of town to believe that they care about these children so much. And Lana said, well, like, we care about kids anyway, but this one just hit us. And I said, yeah, I said, I can understand that. I said, but I said, most of the time you would have other family members, not the parents or grandparents or whatever, but you would have family friends and whatnot that would step up to the plate and take on the local part of organizing something. I said, but I don't know for sure, but it seemed like to me that everybody that was helping out with this were almost strangers to the kids.
Yeah.
Except for yourself, Belinda, endorsing it. Like, I don't know the relationships of the other people that were, but like, I had no connection.
No.
I never had no connection to YouTube. Well,
No.
I shouldn't say YouTube because I did watch YouTube, but I watched people that sold firewood. And that was just to kill time. If there was nothing on TV, well, I had 4 or 5 homesteading channels or firewood channels that I would get on my phone and watch YouTube. But I was never into the true crime until this hit home.
Yeah, I had no idea this even existed till I went on searching because, like I said, I wasn't, Malaya wasn't contacting me. The police weren't giving me any updates. Daniel told me what he told me, so I went online. And when I went online, all of a sudden, I seen all these YouTubers, and it's like, well, what are they saying? Well, then I listened to one. Well, then I listened to another and then another. And I know my family's upset. They feel I'm getting obsessed, which I know I am. But this is the only connection I have with Lily and Jack is all these YouTubers talking about them.
Yeah, no, that's what it is. And Randy, I disagree with you. They did not say that. If you go back to when they called off the search, they said if the kids were in the woods, they were unlikely to be alive. That's what they said. But I think everybody out there now don't believe they went in the woods. Or they don't believe they wandered in the woods. Put it that way. Let me clarify myself because you could stream that somewhere else if you.
And just so you know, I am still here, okay, guys?
Oh, we were wondering.
No, but it's very important. So can you guys just take over the live for a bit, a little bit more longer?
Well, that's what I was telling them earlier. Me and Charmaine was joking about taking over your live and running the channel and putting you in jail, but I guess it's me and Belinda.
Now, did you see this question from Law's family? It said, "Can you speak to Lana a lot? What about Daniel?"
I've asked Daniel a couple questions since the time that he said that he would talk to me in person. We haven't talked in person yet. I haven't even brought it up. I don't know. I don't know if with everything that's going on, if I want to put myself in that situation or not. I've seen the way people have been attacking others that don't necessarily deserve to be attacked. And I don't need that in my life right now. But I have asked him a couple questions over the last couple weeks on Facebook Messenger, and he has been kind enough when he has seen them to try to answer them. And that's as far as I'm willing to take that. Law's family, yeah, I think if you were listening again, that was a part of the Darren story. I do not believe. I don't believe they're necessarily on a reservation. In my mind, a reservation wouldn't want the culpability and liability
That
of the
is what
cost
I
of
am told.
search.
I'm told that also, and I've been told that by a couple of people that are part of the reserve, that it is not something they would do. They would just not do it. Not to
Yeah.
say Malaya wouldn't have family members that would do it, because they cannot
Yes,
speak
but
to
not as an
individuals,
organization,
but
as the
not
reserve.
right, not as the reserve or the chiefs of the reserve. They would never go along with that.
Yeah, and I can't see, and that's not just in Nova Scotia. I can't see that being the case anywheres in the country. But, and I don't know this, maybe I'm making the false statement. If I am, it's false. But I would think, as big as this family is, there's family, if that was the situation, there's possibility of other family members and or friends that don't live on a reserve that may thought that they were helping.
Yes. I know a lot of people have jumped on, well, the RCMP are working with Ontario and they're working with New Brunswick, and I've had to correct a few people. It's, yes, they are, but they've told you exactly what services they're getting from each province. It has nothing to do with the reserves on any of those provinces. It's strictly for the help they need.
Al Henry, the parade yesterday that I went through was in River John. It was actually today was last night was the final day. It's a week-long celebration in a small village, about 20-minute drive from my house. It's up the number 6 highway. It's about halfway. If you're looking on a map, if you looked on Google Maps, River John is almost to the far western end of Pictou County. You go about 5, maybe 10 miles, I think, somewhere in that range, past the village of River John, and then you would come into Colchester County and Padmagush, and then you get up into Pugwash, Wallace, and then if you keep going, you can go up through to Amherst, Northport, and then you turn off to Port Elgin if you wanted to go to the bridge to go to PI, or you can continue into the town of Amherst and up through to New Brunswick. So it's the old number 6 highway, but I'm pretty sure River John would be the most western organized village to the western end of Pictou County. And if the kids aren't found, we're going the other way in the county next month, the 3rd weekend of August, East Pictou Rural Fair, which is down in Sutherland's River community and Thorburn. And if the kids aren't found or brought home by then, we'll be going through that parade. I'm also trying to confirm if there's any parades left in Truro, the village of Truro, this summer. I believe they do a Natal Day parade, so I got a request out to a couple groups in Truro that would know that. I sent them emails to ask them. So that's just a little bit, like I say, the River John Festival days, they have different events every day of the week, and it runs from Saturday to Saturday. And yesterday was they have a lobster crate run. They have a different organization runs pancake breakfasts every morning at the Lions Club. Last night they had a parade, and then to wrap up, they had fireworks. So
that's beautiful, Kent. You're really on top of it. That I thank you so much. That is really, really beautiful.
well, like I say, being involved in the lobster carnival, that's what I've been. I've been with the lobster carnival for 35 years. I've held every position except for treasurer and secretary over those years because they'd never read my writing, so I couldn't be secretary. And I would never want to be, I'm not an accountant, so I would never want to be a treasurer of any organization.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you. I know there's as much as heartache as there are so many wonderful people out there that are constantly putting flyers out, and they're doing it on their own dime and spreading awareness that I see it every day.
Just checking out other comments there. You got anything else to say? Linda will say it. Cause
there's a couple things that Lost Family said. She said, well, you put yourself in it already. And why did Donna Mack accuse you of being there?
Okay.
Because she's crazy. She said, I know who you're talking about now, on Facebook right after it happened. And I take it because if you remember a few psychics off the bat, they said that there was somebody there in a work truck and overhauls or coveralls and whatnot. But if you pay attention to her and that post, look at the comment that I wrote. And I said that if she knew what she was talking about, she would realize that my tow truck has been off the road since last fall because something happened to it electrical wise. And I haven't really been doing a whole lot of towing since I lost my leg in 2018. Because when you're in that business, you either have to know that the person that you're going to give the tow to can hook on to their vehicle in a place that I'm not going to do damage, because even if I tell them to hook it on and they hook it on the wrong spot, they're going to come back on me. So the only towing that I could do is either when I had somebody that was around, that when somebody actually called and was broke down, that I could trust that they would know what to hook on to. So I would drive the truck, and then that other person would hook on for me. And because I only had a flat deck, I didn't have a tow truck, or I could have ran it by remote control. And or the person that I was going to give the tow to knew how to do it. So when the truck broke down, I wasn't too, like, I had a couple guys look at it, but they never got it fixed before the snow came. And I didn't have room in the shop to get it in because we were full. So I wasn't in a big panic to get it fixed. And so I'm not doing a whole lot of towing. So I told her when she made that post, if she knew what she was talking about, my tow truck was broke down for 6 months. And how was I going to get there? So,
You guys, so sorry. I am allowed to say this. I have been speaking to Malaya behind on Messenger. That's all I'm going to say for now, because I just want to double check with her what I can say with regards to anything. Okay. I know that we all want the truth for Jack and Lily. So I just like to definitely confirm things that I can say versus things that I might not be able to say. So I just want you guys to know that. Okay. So that's where I am right now. That's what I've been doing. Okay.
Okay, Sonny. Now, I really need to ask you something. Do you
Sure.
believe the kids are alive?
Can I give you an honest answer every time I think I have an answer? I feel like I'm torn again at what's truly happening here. Every time I think I know something, it just seems like it just keeps twisting and turning.
I was that way for a long time. I was that way. I took a step back and I looked, and Daniel told me on day 18 he believes Cindy took the kids. He planted that seed that Cindy took the kids. All along, I'm still thinking, why would anybody take the kids? Why would Malaya just not outright state, look, I'm having a hard time dealing. I just need the kids to go away for a while till I can get my life straightened out? Why all this? That does not make sense. And that's been preached by, geez, that's really, Janie preaches it, but she does it in a real roundabout way. She doesn't want to outright state, but she's preaching the same thing. Darren's preaching the same thing. Now, all of a sudden, I find out Malaya's preaching the same thing. It's amazing. All these people are preaching that the children are out there, but boy, nobody knows where they're at. There were only 3 people on that property, and these 2 kids have disappeared, and they all believe they're alive, but nobody knows where they're at.
Right.
I don't believe the children are alive. I don't. And I believe they've all played a part in it somewhere along the line.
Going
no,
by. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ken.
and Belinda, I don't want to, I'm not contradicting you. But I don't think they all could have a part in it. Either way it happened, I believe it has to be a small circle that
Oh,
knows.
I believe it's a small circle. I believe
Yeah.
the small circle is Malaya, Daniel, and Janie. There's
Yeah,
where my
all right.
circle
Yeah.
is.
Okay, I agree that those 3 would be the ones that would know. I'm not assigning any responsibility, but
Mm-hmm.
I believe it has to be small because somebody would, if the more people that knew, the more people or more chance of somebody
Right.
spitting out the
It
wrong
would have
thing.
been solved already.
Yeah.
And yeah, rough or not, you have family, you have relatives, you have friends. You need a weekend break from your kids. It's not hard to get it. There's no reason for anybody to take the kids. There's absolutely no reason unless you just don't want the kids. And everything I've seen since, it seemed like none of them wanted them. So yeah, I wish the police would just lock all three of them up until they found the answer.
Yeah. Well, two of them you could probably make them squirm a little bit by
Yes, the third
shutting off.
would be a little harder, but you're right. Two, you can find other reasons to lay charges.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I just think that you could shut off a benefit that they're receiving right now until they spoke
Yeah.
the truth, right? Like the parents, step parent and parent say, well, Meadow is in the custody of CPS, and that's where she stays without visitation until.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
But I don't know if that's. I
Taken
don't know if
moving
that's
on
enough.
with two missing already. I don't know if that's enough of an incentive.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't know if that's enough of a benefit to take away from them to get them to talk or not. Because right now they get the benefit of seeing her without having to support her.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, but
Still here, guys. By the way, sorry. Thank you, McMac, for a super sticker. And I know at the end of the day of all of this, and this is just quite crazy, to be honest with you. It hurts my heart to no end when children are involved, and then this what feels like a circus is going on.
It is a circus. It really is.
And
it would hurt anybody's heart when children are used in pawns. It's the same as married couples when they go to get a divorce and they use the children as pawns or bargaining tools in the relationship. Like, it's crazy.
Jess wants to know if we believe it's possible as a drug debt. Anybody I've talked to, and I've talked to a few people now that know people that do drugs and deal with drugs, and most of them state the same thing. Low-time drug dealers would not take children as debt payments. They just won't. It's too much heat on them. They would have to be into they have to be into children to do that. Are both of these families affiliated with any of that? I don't know. Hopefully the police are on top of that one to find out if they're affiliated with any of that. But you have to be into trafficking. Drug dealers would not take children unless they're into trafficking also.
Can you clarify if you are friends with Darren?
Friends?
Lindsay, Shannon, I knew of Darren's father that ran the excavation company, bulldozing. Before this, I didn't know at all of Darren. And like I say, I talked to Darren probably since he came out on Sonny's channel. I would say, well, he came to my house twice. Once on that Saturday morning after he came out with his scenario. And then just the other day before the Wade video came out, because Tint or Jim Walker or whoever he is sent Darren a message that afternoon stating that he was going to see Wade, and then next morning to pull off this trick of pretending to buy a trailer. And Darren came to me and he said, "Kent, do you know this guy?" And I said, "Nope." I said, I said, "That Jim Walker," I said, "isn't that the guy that got in the fight with Daniel's father in the woods when he was searching?" I said, "The guy with the blue Prius, that was, or Lexus, or what, a Tesla or whatever it was." I said, "Wasn't that the guy that was doing the drone footage, like the private guy that was up doing some drone searching of the waterways and whatnot?" I said, "Isn't that the same name?" He said, "Yeah, now that you think of it." He said, "Well, these are the 3 messages he sent me. He told me he's going to do this tomorrow. And he's going to get a video. And he would send it to me tomorrow night." And the next thing we knew, the following morning, even before he sent it to Darren that night, the video was on YouTube and everybody was watching it. So that's as much as I know Darren.
I heard, and I'm just trying to see, I heard that Lana wanted to come up on the live. Oh, I said I would, but I have no voice.
Yeah, she can barely talk.
Yeah, I heard her talk in a message to me a couple times, and she sounded really rough on that one, for sure. Now, again, for anyone that's kind of coming in, I am having a full-on conversation with Malaya. And
How long ago, if you don't mind me asking, how long have you been talking to Malaya?
oh, since I went off camera.
No, I don't mean tonight. She just contacted you tonight, or you've been talking to her for days?
Oh no. Just during this live. No,
She
just when I went on off camera, when I said that I would be back or whatever.
okay.
So I wasn't expecting it, no. But
So Malaya was actually watching this show tonight.
I guess so. I would assume so. I said that to her. I guess, because I told her I was in the middle of a live, as she probably knows. Yeah. I mean, I think at the end of the day, I don't really know who all watches the live. I would assume that.
Well, considering her text to me that time was she doesn't watch any of the live. She doesn't watch any social media.
Correct. And I remember that message. But
to
be honest with you.
Charmaine's in the chat, Sonny.
Who's in the chat?
Charmaine.
Let's bring Charmaine. Does she have time to come up?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that somebody said that she's in the chat.
Charmaine is. Correct?
Yeah, that's what they said.
Okay. Well, right now my head's spinning, to be honest with you. Lots going through my head, and I'm just trying to see what I'm allowed to just to ask, is like I do like to do that, right? Meaning there's stuff that I just don't want to put something out there can't be said on live.
Well, I think that whatever is stated, that even if she gives you permission to say on live, you should be taking it off live and talk to Belinda first before you say anything out on here. That's just my own opinion. It's your channel, but...
Well, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be putting out anything at the moment. All I'm asking Malaya for is a timeline.
Root Strength says Charmaine wants the link.
Does she now? Well, the link is in the chat on there.
Yeah, it's in her chat because she did send it, Charmaine, so just go to our chat.
Second here. Copy. So my goal is this. 1 second. All we want is truth, obviously, for Jack and Lily. It's been the core of everything that I started this following this case, and then Belinda reached out to me after a week. And it's always been about truth about Jack and Lily. So sometimes we all know people talk when they want to talk. Malaya is talking to me in the background here. We want a timeline. We want something that makes sense to what happened to Jack and Lily. So again, right? No matter what, when family is talking, you listen. Because that's all we want is a timeline. So I agree. I know what I'm doing, obviously, and if Malaya is ready to speak behind and allow me to say the conversation, again, it will come out. Doesn't mean it's going to be tonight, because I like to know and have my ducks in a row before I start blurting out stuff until I make sense of it as well, right? So Belinda has my heart. She knows that. Now, I don't know Belinda's whole life or Cody's life or Malaya's or Daniel's or anyone else's for that matter, besides of what I know in talking to Belinda. She has tears and sadness that to me are absolutely genuine. I don't think anyone has ever doubted that at all. The reason why we all are here is for answers for Jack and Lily. And that's the way it will always remain, that Jack and Lily are first. And just trying to find out some truth. I think Charmaine's here. 1 second. I think Charmaine...
Greno, I didn't see your question. If you repeat it, if we can answer it, we will, or I will.
What's happening?
Everything.
So, I've
Or
been
nothing.
driving for 3 hours, and I saw my messenger pop up, Bree sent messages and stuff, but I haven't read anything, and so I just went back and I looked, and I saw the couple of screenshots, guys, and I don't... My head's not completely wrapped around anything yet. So, fundraiser's canceled, and I don't know what else I'm allowed to say, but Kent, can you please fill me in on what's happening here?
I found out from Belinda. You're as much in the dark as I was. I was on the telephone, and I come back to the live, and I heard Belinda talking about fundraiser being canceled. So I had a discussion with Lana this afternoon, and so I immediately left the live again and went and messaged Lana, even though I know she just got back from the hospital. And I said, because when we talked this afternoon, she said that several people had called her today and telling her that, hoping that she could afford the bill or associated cost with running the fundraiser, because no one locally was going to be going. And then the other thing that Belinda told us, and I'll let her, but she went into Malaya, contacted you, Belinda, or was it she contacted Lana? And I'll let you say that.
Lana reached out to Cheryl, Malaya's friend, because they can't. I think it was Cheryl that first contacted Lana, asking about the fundraiser and wanting to know where to get flyers. So they struck up a conversation and have been talking pretty steady. Then Malaya got into the conversation. And, well, Lana believes Malaya knows where the kids are, knows how to get them back. But Malaya also mentioned, Malaya mentioned it, not Cheryl, because Malaya stated that with the fundraising and the funds, could the money, because it was stated that if the children are alive, it would go into a trust fund for their well-being, and the other half would go to search and rescue. Well, Malaya wanted to know if that could be put into Cheryl's name for when the kids come back to her. I got very suspect of that, and I did not believe she was really talking to Malaya and them. So I told her that she's got to try to get them to do a video call to make sure they are who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And she said every time she tries, they seem to put her off. They only want to talk at night. And she assumes it's because, well, the kids are up during the day, so they're only comfortable talking at night when they know the kids are not around. So she believes they have the kids. She believes that she could probably talk her into giving the kids up to her.
Lana.
Yes. With me, it was, well, if they're not willing to video chat with you, well, then I don't believe it is who it is. So I got a friend of mine that I know was in touch with Malaya, or at least she never got rid of her off her Facebook. And I asked her to reach out to Malaya to see if she's been in touch with Lana, to see if it's not somebody stealing her profile to try to steal funds to put into Cheryl's name.
Mm.
And Lana, Malaya told this person that no, she stands behind the fundraiser 100%, that she thinks Alana's doing a great job. There's no money to be going to families, that it's going to the search and rescue and for the promotional stuff of finding the kids. But the moment that conversation was hung up, they contacted Alana. And I guess they got quite upset with Alana, stating that you told people and now people are going to know and you can't be trusted. And I guess they hung up on her, and Alana was really, really upset. So she contacted me and stated that she kept me in the loop of everything. She told me everything that she's been doing, and how could I betray her? How could I turn my back on her and betray her trust and make her look like an idiot? And I tried to explain to her that I wanted to make sure that these people were who they were. And I said, and to me, I don't care if it makes you look like an idiot. I don't care about any of that. I want to know where Jack and Lily are. But she said that, well, since I betrayed her trust, she didn't want nothing more to do with me, that she's not sharing nothing more with me. And I told her, fine, that works for me too.
I mean, this is pretty serious, Alana. If you're watching or listening, like, have you contacted the RCMP about
I
any of
suggested
this?
she contact the RCMP, and she wanted a few days.
No, that's not. That's called impeding an investigation. Like, if this is real, and it's very suspicious to me, if you're asking for proof of life and the only time they're comfortable talking is when the kids are supposedly in bed, that sounds to me like a fake ransom attempt almost.
That's
So,
what I took it to mean. That's what I took it to be. But then I found out from my friend that no, this really is Malaya talking to her.
mm-hmm.
Which it just.
But that still to me doesn't that
Well,
doesn't
no,
give any more credence to it, because Malaya's not talking to anybody. She won't put out a statement.
right,
She won't even go on any camera and say, please help me find my kids.
right.
So
But she
even if,
contacts Alana over this fundraiser.
right.
And she's now discussing with Sunny in the back room in the chat.
Yes.
She's
Now
talking
she's
to her.
right. So the last I heard, Malaya doesn't watch social media whatsoever. So now in the back of my mind, because like I said, I don't trust nobody no more.
Yeah,
I,
Belinda,
th-
you have every
I
right.
think I think Lana contacted her and said, "Look, you're being discussed right now." I hate to say it, but that's what I think. Why out of the blue now? Malaya's talking.
After all of, I don't, these are two missing kids, you guys. And I cannot fathom.
I have contacted the police twice.
Good.
The moment I seen the video of Wade and heard what Wade was saying, and then after my conversation with Lana, I called them back again, and I still haven't heard back from them.
You won't probably until tomorrow at least, but and then the other thing, Charmaine, is like I say, I had no idea of the Malaya chatter. When I had the discussion with Lana this afternoon, there was two things. She was worried about the fixed cost, which I can't tell you what they are. I know other people were asking me. I don't know what the fixed cost of the fundraiser was before
For a
we would start
not-for-profit,
making profit.
whatever. A
And
not-for-profit, if you're not looking, nobody's making money, okay? It's not-for-profit. So there is no fixed cost to have a not-for-profit fundraiser. Like,
no, but
honestly.
she was hiring like a company, like to bring in the bouncy houses and all that stuff. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what the point was of being able to pay that bill and then start being raising like money for the cause, which was to produce missing person awareness material. Like I say, but the thing was that we discussed this afternoon, because like I say, I had no idea about the Malaya suggesting for money, because I would have turned that down just as quick as Belinda did.
Oh, Lana told me that there
She
was
did.
no way she was giving any money out to any family member. She did make that clear to me.
Yeah. But she was worried about the cost, and then she was worried about some locals that was helping her go in and try and collect the stuff for the silent auction. She was getting turned down with no's more than what she was getting stuff donated. And she was worried about whether with these other people calling her and saying, well, I hope you can pay the bills because the fundraiser is going to flop and this and that. So
It's, I mean, we've done fundraisers like through our social club.
yeah, I've done ones too.
And I mean, not for profit, when you're an organization raising money for a certain cause, that money is pooled. And if you're going to have like an event, then money from that pool is going to go to pay for that event. And
That's what she was worrying about. There wasn't enough money. All I know, because I don't know the amounts, all I know is that the money that has been donated on GoFundMe and other avenues wasn't enough to pay for the cost yet of the fundraiser if nobody showed up and took part and donated.
Well, and I mean, of course, people were going to show up.
I believe they
would.
Just because somebody sends a message saying good luck getting people to show up, I mean, that's almost ridiculous. Of course, people are going to show up for Jack and Lily.
Can I
But
show
that's the way that people's been attacking her.
Yeah.
Can I show something, you guys, that I was told that I could show? Like, this is not, okay, this is about the fundraiser stuff. Okay, so I'll just put it up there, and then maybe, because I was told I can show this, okay? And then maybe Belinda can speak on it. I'm not going to show the name of the person. It's like, this isn't to do with the Malaya part per se, but this is what I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Belinda, it's what the person that you asked to find out.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put that up 1 second. And then maybe just go ahead and if you guys could, let's see, take a look at it. 1 second. Image file.
Well, hi, Dolly. What are
Is
you
that
doing
Dolly?
here?
Dolly
Aren't
in the
you
house?
supposed to be at GalaxyCon?
Isn't he vacating somewhere? Okay, hold on.
He heard the crazy rumors going around now.
Getting
Okay.
pictures taken with Art the Clown and shit.
1 second here. I got so many things open. 1 second. Right, screenshot. Okay, let me just screenshot this bad boy. No, I don't want to screenshot it, obviously. Oh, no, I do. Right, okay. Wait, why does that not seem right? Hold on. Why does it not? Am I showing the full mess? Okay, I am showing the full messages that was sent to me. Okay. Download. Yes, download.
Grano, I'm typing this in the game. The Lana and them aren't on the hook for the search cost. That we got that in the discussion when we were talking about whether the kids were on a reservation or not, and the reservation accepting culpability and liability if they were hiding the kids as an organized reservation and not just somebody on the reservation. The organized or fixed cost for the fundraiser, I don't know what that amount was. That would have to be a question that Lana would have to answer.
Mark, I want you to know that the fundraiser is in no means a scam. The fundraiser was not a scam at all.
No. Okay, 1 second. And again, you guys, for anyone that is coming in, please hit that like and share. Please do it for Jack and Lily first and foremost. Yes, I'm having a conversation with Malaya during this live. And yes, she is giving me some things. But I won't be putting any of it out tonight. I have to do things right to myself and make sure I got my ducks in a row of what, when it comes to a timeline and stuff like that. So that's what I'll be working on as well. That's what I'm asking about the school calls, if she did it, stuff like that. But I do want to put this, I think, where is this the right screenshot? My God, I keep taking the screenshot. 1 second. Is this the right one? I think it is. Nope, that's not the right one. Good thing I didn't click on that. Okay. Where is my screen? Oh, where is my screenshots going?
Like, honestly, unless Malaya is on the other end of that conversation telling Sunny information that the kids are still out there and she's got them hidden, I don't care what's gone on in the past few hours. That still makes no sense, because there's no way. Belinda, like, I really hope that you're doing good. All of this drama and this bullshit about 2 missing little kids is beyond my comprehension. I don't understand.
It's beyond anything I could ever understand.
Why can't we focus and pull together all of our abilities and knowledge and our heartfelt, compassion? Like, we're giving money, we're trying to do fundraisers, I'm building a bench, we're doing all this stuff for awareness, to keep their names out there. This drama, what is this drama doing besides throwing more heartache at the family that actually gives a shit? Well, like, what good is it doing? It just, anybody, throw it out to me. Do you think the kids are still alive? Do you think that Malaya is hiding them and now just decided one day to start talking to Sunny? Is that what we believe is going on here? Because I think it's cruel myself.
Okay, I'm trying to read the messages.
Yeah, I'll make it bigger. Sorry, I'm trying to make us smaller on there.
Yeah, I just can't read the other side where the
sure
chat's going.
Let me make it bigger. 1 second.
But that does seem to be the conversation. I recognize it.
Okay, so let's see here. Charmaine, can you read that?
Just a second. On my phone, I can zoom it in here. Hey, just wanted to let you know. Stop moving it. Are you moving it or am I?
I'm not moving it.
All right. Just wanted to let you know that there are rumors going around stating that you're saying the kids are still alive, and stating to be you talking to Lana and Janice, and that you want to go half and half on the GoFundMe, and for it to be put into Cheryl's name instead of yours for the kids when they get back. Also mention of Haley and Cheryl and you. Cindy and Hayden are coming to the Jack and Lily Unsung Hero fundraiser in New Glasgow. Not sure if any of that is true or not, or if you are communicating with them in private, but I thought I'd let you know. And then, rumors are rumors. I am staying hopeful that my children are still alive. That is the only thing that keeps me going each and every day. Wouldn't you want to hold out hope if it was your kids? I have nothing to do with the GoFundMe. We are doing an event for Jack and Lily to spread awareness. The funds are going to search and rescue, not directly to me or anyone else. I'm sorry, yes, I would hold on to hope too. Just thought I'd mention it to you just in case somebody is out there pretending to be you and Cheryl. Well, me and the kids will be going there if you plan on going. I think that's think that's it.
Yes, that's the conversation. And right after that conversation, I do know that Alana was contacted, because then Alana contacted me.
And who sent this message to, I assume, Malaya? Who did this come from?
Belinda.
Or we're not saying.
We're not saying.
Okay.
I don't want to drag her into this.
Okay.
But you asked for it to be sent, did you not, Belinda?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Okay. So it's
Because
legit.
she knocked Belinda off her Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
could
this
not
is
reach out to Malaya, and I wasn't sure if somebody was scamming Alana.
right.
Because the moment the fundraiser was raised, it was, okay, this just doesn't sound right.
Mm-hmm. So
And well, it sounds even worse knowing it is Malaya.
Yeah, but how did it get so twisted? Because she's not saying anything here about I want the money to go into a trust for Jack and Lily in Cheryl's name. She's not admitting to any of that. So
no, she's not onto this. She's not going to admit that onto this. But I do know it was onto Alana's. Now, whether Alana will share it, I don't know. But I do know Alana's. No, I haven't.
Well,
unfortunately, once I got this person to reach out to Malaya, I know Alana would have sent them to me. I know she would have, because she's done it with others before. So I know she would have.
Well, the first stop should have been sending it to the RCMP. That's number one. And I mean, I don't care if Alana is watching or not. That is.
Well, that's what I suggested to her.
Wrap my head around it. She's pissed off at you for reaching out to Malaya to make sure it was her. And did she send it to the, like, this is unbelievable to me.
Yeah, well, it's all unbelievable to me.
No kidding. I can't imagine what's going through your head right now, Belinda. We're fundraising for Jack and Lily to try to raise awareness, to try to find them, bring them home, alive or not. And you get information like that from somebody that everybody suspects has something to do with it, and you're not going to call the police immediately? What the heck is wrong with you?
Because she thought she could get them back.
That's not her job.
I know.
Her job is to raise awareness and money for a frigging fundraiser. Now what's going to happen? Just pretend for a second that all of that was true. And Malaya has the kids hidden somewhere. And now all of this comes out. Do you think the kids are safe?
Now it's coming back on me for putting it out there.
It's all bullshit, Belinda. She thought she could get the kids back. I can't. Lana. If at the very beginning, people didn't keep secrets from even before the kids went missing, people didn't keep secrets and try to deal with things behind closed doors themselves, this might not have ever happened. 3 months. I am disgusted.
Oh, sorry, I'm sitting here typing away. You guys are probably listening to me.
You guys have to understand too that, you know what, if Malaya is talking to Sunny right now, the second Sunny starts saying stuff on a live stream, the conversation ends. So I get it, no more secrets, and we all agreed that they're toxic and they're not helping anything. But if you want to know Malaya's side, then you need to give Sunny some patience here.
Yes, and at this very moment, I'm talking to Malaya about Belinda and about all the kind words that she has said about Malaya, which she has, about that it was a gift to her to be a mother. And I'm also explaining about you know this fundraiser thing as well, that she was just clearly wanting to know. Let me, anyone that's been in true crime, okay, guys, I can see where Belinda was coming from to make sure that this was not a scam. Why? Because listen, for people that are not in true crime, whenever there's a case of people missing, doesn't matter if it's adults or children, people will set up GoFundMe's. They'll set up a bunch of fake accounts, pretend to be Malaya, pretend to be Jay Slater, pretend to be whatever, just so that they can profit off of these cases. So
I learned that off of Dolly's show. He's the one who kind of
yeah,
let me know how all that takes place.
yeah, okay. So that's what I'm doing right now, okay? Is I'm just talking to Malaya right now at this moment, particularly about Belinda and the reasons why, and that this stuff does happen. So you guys go ahead and talk. I'll be right back.
You guys, I was not yelling at Belinda. Did you take that as I was yelling at you, Belinda? I was not yelling at you about anything. It just,
No, I didn't take you yelling at me, but I'd have to say, saying that putting it out.
it just infuriates me that people are so mindless and heartless sometimes. Kent, do you have any thoughts here?
I'm just trying to read the comments, answer any other questions, and like I just, I guess we all are speechless. Like I say, I do get Lana's point of being worried if she had a huge amount of fixed cost for the fundraiser, but I'm like you, Charmaine, and I run into it some once I get in there helping because I would ask a question and say, well, like, how much are you paying for this? Or did somebody donate it? And she said, well, no, that comes with the package from Glow, or we got that locally sourced or and whatnot. And like, because when I do fundraisers, I don't care. I'm going begging. I don't want to pay for nothing. Like, I didn't have a truck to go through the parade last night because mine is broke. But I went to the Ford dealership, and the first one I called and told them what I was doing, they said, call us back Friday at dinner time and we'll have a truck ready for you to pick up Friday by the end of the day. I had it for the weekend. Drive it what you want. It's a brand new 2025 Ford F-150. And I said to him, I said, well, I don't care if it's new or used or what. I said, I just need a truck to stand a sign in the back of to go through the parade. And no problem. And
They donated that to you?
yep, for the weekend. And
That's
like
what it's all about.
that's
What
what
it's all
I
about.
feel that like I guess, like Belinda says, that Lana's sort of been learning that through this whole process. And maybe it was just that there wasn't enough begging. And I don't like to use the word begging, but enough asking. Because in this case, when we have two missing children, I can't, if you ask in the right way, I can't see anybody turning you down. Unless it's a company that has a budget, because they get asked every day locally. I know that because, like I say, we do it with Lobster Carnival. We get big, medium, small companies that will give. You get other big, medium, and small companies that, if you contact them after they spend their budgets, well, you're out of luck for that year. And that's just my own perception on this, is that I don't think they were getting enough stuff donated. Whether they asked or not, I can't tell you that.
A lot of stuff was being donated. The major cost was through the company Glow, that it was going to cost $7,000. And I told her that she might be overstepping, because the whole point of a fundraiser is to raise funds to continue with the awareness and to be able to donate. But are we going to be sure we can make enough of that money to even pay for the fundraiser? So I did show concern, but at that time, she believed that she had it handled. She believed that we were going to have a big enough turnout. But I guess once she started getting calls, it started to worry her.
In the way that she's been attacked since she started this process, I
Well,
can probably understand some of that.
then there's that in itself, because that started right off at the start, that she was being attacked for it.
Well, there's a group of people that don't have they don't have the right information, put it that way, for what the fundraiser was for. I'm like, honestly, I could never figure out what their main problem was with it. I could see asking questions to make sure it was legitimate, that nobody was pocketing any money, that it was
Well,
in fact not for profit. I could understand that, but those people took
what
it
it
way
was,
too far.
the way it was explained to me when I had a few people question me is, I mean, this is the first time she's tried to even do anything like this. But I was told that most people that fundraise and do GoFundMes, they link it to a bank account. And they tell people that you're donating right to the bank account. That way everything's on the books of the banks, to make people feel more secure about everything. Whereas this started off as a small thing of just having awareness materials made and put out. And then people started wanting to know, well, why not a GoFundMe? Because the money started to come in quick and she didn't know where to put it all. So she thought she would go with the GoFundMe. So she registered that next. But most money is still coming through the organization of the planning of the fundraiser. Not as much money is going through the GoFundMe.
Right. And I think, like, I can't, it was years ago when we did one through the social club, but we had to have an actual separate bank account for it. and it had to be registered as a not-for-profit, and all the receipts and everything had to be.
Now, she did tell me she's got receipts from every single thing that has been bought. She's got those full receipts, paper receipts,
Yeah.
and she's got everything on books. But it probably would have been the better move to register with a bank. It might have made it a whole lot more simpler.
Yeah, like I think to be a registered not-for-profit, I'm pretty sure, don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure it has to be registered through a bank to be an actual not-for-profit organization.
Yeah,
and I mean,
I don't know.
I've never had an issue with the fundraiser. Like I knew what the purpose was of it. I never questioned it, but I understood why other people would, but they should have got their answers and been okay with it, or guided her to do it the right way, or whatever, right? It didn't have to turn into this ugly, toxic environment that it has. And I know nothing about what went on with the fundraiser. If the fundraiser was disbanded because of this conversation with Malaya earlier and what happened earlier, then that again is beyond my comprehension. I can't put two and two together there. If it wasn't,
Yeah, I
do you know
don't
what I mean?
know.
Why are we giving up if that's not what it was, and
Right.
that conversation happened, then hand it over to the police and carry on with your fundraising. You know what I mean?
I told her that I left all the fundraising up to her and her team because I don't know anything about fundraising. And I didn't, other than promoting it and saying that I think it's a beautiful idea of what she was doing, I didn't want my hands in it anywhere.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought I had to back out there and come back in for a minute. Like I say, I only know. Oh, where was I going? Charmaine, you said something and I wanted to respond to it. But what were you just saying again?
About registering it with the bank?
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
right.
she was registered with the bank. And any monies that was sent through the emails or whatever was going to the bank, so that wasn't a problem.
Okay.
And the same as the GoFundMe. The GoFundMe would go into that email account. That's why she had everything linked to that Jack and Lily 2025
At Outlook,
at
yeah.
Outlook email, because that was the one that was associated, and that would send the e-transfers and the GoFundMe deposits to the bank account that it was connected to.
I don't think anybody, and I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, heaven forbid you're out of the loop for 3 whole hours one afternoon, but I don't think that anybody that was, donating or supportive of the fundraiser had any issues with the way it was being run. It's just, it's bizarre to me that we're giving up on the fundraiser because of this more than likely misunderstanding, and something that Lana can't understand why Belinda would want to make sure it was Malaya. I mean, that just makes sense to me. But
ever since I started sharing the fundraising information on my own Facebook page, the only question that I received, and I received it from probably half a dozen people, some of them right in the comments on the page, others through private message. They asked me where the money was going to go, or it was worded, is the family going to benefit? And I said, no, as far as I can understand, this is the priorities. I said, it's awareness materials. I said, then they want to put buddy benches at the school where the kids go. And I said, then after that, whenever they come home and the case is done, whatever money is left will be given to ground search and rescues. I said, I don't know if she's going to give it all to Pictou County or if it's going to be divided amongst all the ones that were involved. I said, I can't tell you that. If you want me to find out, I can find out. But I said, I can't tell you that. And no, they said, no, we have no problem, Kent. We trust you. We know that what you do. And as long as the family's not going to benefit, I had no other questions. That was the only question that was asked by anybody that was legitimate. Now, I had some trollers that tried to bully me the same as they do Alana, but I just suggested them to keep their comments respectable and to themselves, and if not, and when they made the second one, I just blocked them. I wasn't putting up with it. I don't listen to people's drama, as Sonny calls it, because it'll cause you to go crazy. Like, there's enough of it in this case alone with the family trying to find out the actual situation that happened, let alone to all the outsiders looking in.
Yeah, I had a couple people ask about the fundraiser, and I told them that no family members have any money from it, that it's not to be gone that way at all.
Yeah.
But I'd have to say I never had anybody outright attack me about it either. At least not to my personal self. I don't know what's all been put onto the different channels.
Well, the chat rooms were the worst.
Yeah, I
And
caught a
not
couple.
Lana's chat, but the uncensored chat.
Yes, I have caught a couple, and I've gone in there and I've stated in there that this is strictly, a lot of people don't understand what the fundraiser was for, and to try to get them to understand that.
Yeah.
Our news does not share news. We don't get stories in the newspapers. We don't get it on the news at night. That we just don't hear about them.
Yeah, it's only a half an hour news broadcast now. CTV,
right?
They put on their national news, and that way it took away all the local content. I say,
right, and social media only goes so far.
Yeah.
So I told them that we want our communities to be well aware of them, and this was the way that we could make sure all the communities in Nova Scotia knew about these kids.
Yeah.
And it does. It costs money. It costs money to keep awareness out there. And I do believe that as long as you can keep awareness out there, I do believe it keeps pressure on the police to solve it. To know that people haven't forgotten.
Okay, so I'm going to speak now. If you guys have a second.
Well, I'm going to drop down, Sonny. It's getting late here, but I'll keep you on and listen to you. But
sure. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Kent. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys doing that. Well, I have been speaking to Malaya in the background for however long it's been, to be honest with you. So I am allowed to talk, and I'm not going to do this tonight, okay? I'm not going to do it tonight, you guys. It's already 8:21. I know Belinda's had a, rough day herself and stuff like that. I need to sort out the information with timeline stuff and everything like that. I have to work tomorrow 9:30 to 5:30, so my live cannot. I have to work 9:30 to 5:30 all week, okay? Like till Friday, and then I'm on my vacation for a couple weeks. But anyway, so I can't do a live till like 6:30 when I get home. So yes, Malaya has allowed me to share our conversation, like meaning, will I show some screenshots and stuff? Yes, I will. Okay. The bottom line is, as you know, we're just searching for answers for Jack and Lily. And there is some definite things that she has said tonight, that, well, we'll get into that tomorrow, actually. I'm not going to talk about that right now, to be honest with you, because I've just been listening to her and absorbing everything that she's been telling me. I've asked her if I have more questions about the timeline and she can assist, will she? She said, absolutely. She does want Jack and Lily to be found, or what the answers for Jack and Lily. And I know everyone wants that. At the end of the day, we don't know the outcome of this at all, whether or not Jack and Lily are alive or whether they're not alive. Bottom line is, again, when families talking, people listen. Does it make it all truthful? No. All I'm asking Malaya, myself, is for her truth, for Jack and Lily, a timeline, so that we can have a better understanding. I'll say one thing. I'll say one thing tonight. Is that what is being said to the news and why lying is going on between Danielle, Darren, and Janie. She doesn't know why that's going on either. But we'll talk about that more tomorrow. So, I don't know. My head, I'm just spinning right now, guys. There's been a lot of stuff. Hey, Dolly, you know what? I think I need, Dolly, you best be doing a live tonight or something, bud, because I think I need a lot of Dolly freaking sarcasm and laughter and stuff like that. I know that you covered this case and you do it Dolly style, and I appreciate that always. We all do, right? You definitely bring some laughs in a much needed space of true crime where it's very heavy whenever we talk about the missing and the murdered. Belinda Charmaine, did you have anything to ask me, knowing full well that tomorrow night's live? I just need to put stuff together. I do have to work in the morning, gratefully not till 9:30. So I do have time to kind of go over the conversation and everything. Is there anything that you guys wanted to say? And I have said to Malaya about, right? And I hope, as well, you know what? And I'm just going to say this. And I hope between Cheryl and Malaya, that we know we're good friends, is that I don't know where this went sideways with the fundraiser. I do know that I have said to Malaya, obviously about people that try to scam, and then I totally understood where Belinda was coming from, because so many people make up avatars. I mean, I've had it here on the show, right? And I had a community warning for a long time because of it, until YouTube changed its policy. But I had that thing for about 2 years because someone pretended to be another YouTube creator, and I was very new and I didn't realize. And so once that person, I let them come up on the stage thinking it was sleuth intuition, when really it was someone that took his avatar. And the minute I put the person on screen, they did a dick roll on me. Okay. And so somebody then instantly reported the channel for that dick roll that I got. And so I had a community strike for 2 years until YouTube changed its policy. I didn't know that people did that stuff. But now I know that it doesn't matter if there's a child, if there's an adult, if there's a way that someone's going to try to scam, somebody, they do it in all ways, shapes, or form. Just like, for instance, regardless, right? You know, that Tint, aka Walker dude, TikToker, right? Obviously, he got his information without, Wade knowing about it. So it's one of these things, is that you never know, regardless how you feel on that. I personally, no matter what, still, I appreciate any information. But I think for a long time we've been waiting for Malaya to talk, and maybe this is her time, right? On this, and we'll go through it tomorrow. We'll go through it tomorrow. But Charmaine or Belinda, did you guys want to add anything to this? And I'm so sorry that I've been gone most of it, but I think, as you realize, obviously Jack and Lily will come first and foremost. And if Malaya wants to, speak to me and give me a timeline too, then I'm going to listen, obviously. And I'm so sorry that all this crap is going on. So I do feel really bad about this fundraiser. I think it was such an awesome idea to have this fundraiser for awareness for Jack and Lily. If it doesn't happen, everything works out for the reasons. So anyways, Belinda, do you have anything you wanted to say to me or ask or say to anything?
Yeah, where do you stand, Sonny?
With what? With you?
With the kids.
With the kids, as in alive or dead, you mean?
Yeah.
If I was to go by truly what my heart tells me, and by how these cases go, the chances are that these children are not alive. Now, with saying that, like you, Belinda, we would love it to be otherwise. We would love it to be otherwise. But nothing is showing that. Nothing is showing that. My wish, Belinda, would be that you got to see your grandbabies again, that all the people that love Lily and Jack get to see them again. That would be my wish. Is that likely? Is that likely the scenario, as we shown with the Orrin and Orson Wells case? West case, sorry. I keep colliding Summer Wells case with Orrin and that. So as I personally stand, it's highly unlikely. If there's a plausibility, we'll keep bringing awareness, Belinda. That's all we can do, is just keep talking about it, bringing awareness, until one day, hopefully, there's answers from the RCMP. Up until that time, it's RCMP. That's who we're waiting for. No matter what all gets said, that's who we're waiting for, is answers from the RCMP. That's how these cases go. They can only go so far with information, but if they are out there, bottom line is, what's this going to harm? We're bringing awareness to Jack and Lily. Either way you look at it, we're bringing awareness to Jack and Lily.
Yes.
But RCMP is the ones that are going to have the truth, the actual answers for us. I would love to see, I would just love for everyone to get to, I would just love for Jack and Lily to be okay. I would love it. It's unlikely, but I would love it.
I was just wondering, because apparently you've seen the timeline and what she's saying, so it's not enough to make you change your mind.
Can I be honest? I haven't really took a good look at it yet. That's why I'm asking her, because I'm doing this during a live and I'm trying to talk, and I'm honestly, I need to go absorb what's said. I cannot sit here and tell you right now exactly what she said. She's shown me screenies of the phone calls to the school. She says she has the app. So it's things like that. But have I been able to absorb anything or literally go back at this moment? I haven't. I feel like a chicken with my head cut off. And I'm just trying to That's why I'm grateful for you guys for talking
Well,
during this
the
live.
other thing I'm curious about that it would be nice if you could find out from Malaya is I heard that they've been in touch with Brian, the bus driver, all along. And
Oh,
well, I know Brian's good friends with Daniel also.
that who's good friends? The bus driver?
The bus driver and Daniel are good friends.
Correct. We heard that a long time ago, actually.
Right.
Remember? Yeah.
Well, Alana told me that Cheryl and Malaya have been in touch with Brian because that's who they were seeing about getting more flyers from. I just found it kind of odd that they would be in touch with Brian and maybe not one of the teachers.
Belinda, you said something, and I'm just going to own up to it. I was typing as you said that. You said that, sorry, the last comment you said was, can you hear me, Belinda?
Yes, I can.
Sorry, the last comment you said was, I heard teachers, I think.
Yeah, that why were they in touch with Brian and not the teachers of the school?
Ah. Charmaine, answer that for Belinda, if you could.
Sure thing. Because I can get inside their minds, and I believe that they're all common sense, logical thinking people. But in all seriousness, I think that if there is a legitimate reason, then it would be the fact that they're friends, actual friends with the bus driver, not just because he's the bus driver, from what I understand from way back from what Daniel told me. And teachers are teachers, so it's probably, if there's truth to that, it's probably because they were friends before, because Daniel grew up in that area, so he knows the bus driver, he knows his pedophile brother, he knows
Yes,
the
I know
family.
Daniel. I know Daniel and Brian are friends. I do know that. I believe that.
So
I was
being
just curious to know why he would be the one Malaya and Cheryl would also be in contact with.
probably, I mean, like I said, I was being totally sarcastic when I said they're logical, common sense thinking people. It could be just a mutual contact, somebody that, trying to, like, if it were me, which it would never be me, but I would want to talk to people who might know what Daniel's angle is, like what he's trying to do, you know what I mean? And their their avenues to find out information from people that they trust would know is probably very, very small, like people that aren't actually in the family. And that's just me completely speculating. But it's the
Okay,
only thing that makes sense to me, right?
okay. I do. I kind of had another thought process, but yours actually works too.
Can I just quickly interject on something different? Because I haven't been paying to the chat. Do you guys honestly think that Malay is going to tell me something she didn't tell the RCMP already?
My honest opinion,
Yeah.
Daniel's told us many things that we don't think he's already told the RCMP. Why would she be different?
On that. That's fair. That's fair. But please don't take me for an idiot, people in chat. Some people that are saying stuff. Please don't take me for a fool at all. Like, I think some people think I was born yesterday.
Well, they
But
probably just don't know what to think. She
you
hasn't
know
talked
what?
in almost 3 months, and
You guys are right. And I'm not going to be talking about anything tonight. I will not be doing that. I'm sorry. I need to go through it myself. I need to see all that was said and
Mhm.
stuff like that. I'm doing the best that I can. And if people don't like it, then too bad, so sad. I am
I
sure.
I I get that, and I'm very rarely. I guess I am. People always say I'm kind of a balance, but I don't like to be the middleman. But just thinking about, I'm asking them all to give patience, to give you the time to go through it all and figure it out, and just trust that you'll get the information to them. But at the same time, we also have to be patient with them because Malaya hasn't talked for 3 months, so it's
Well,
not
but
it's not unreasonable for them to be kind of jumping at it like, why aren't you saying anything? Not saying it's right, but I can understand it.
well, I can understand people want answers right away. Again, I have to do things my way. And my way is that I'm literally on a live talking with Malaya, and I need to absorb this information. I've already blurted out a couple of things. I do things with always my integrity and honesty of how I deal with cases. This is about Jack and Lily. So I do appreciate everyone's wanting to know, but that's not going to happen tonight, besides what I've said to you, because I'm just not going to blurb stuff off the top of my tongue about a conversation until I have had time to even go through it myself, because that's what the proper thing for me is to do. And again, um, we were owed nothing from the beginning. Belinda started it off by putting out information. All she wanted to have was answers for Lily and Jack, right? We had Haley, we've had Logan, we've had Cheryl speak on Hidden in the Fog. We've had Darren speak on this channel, and Daniel, well, he just bounces in like a little gopher, in and out of chat and stuff like that. And he couldn't tell a consistent truth if his life depended on it. But whatever. I mean, again, RCMP is going to know the truth. I bet you any money right now, if I said, Malaya, can I share this conversation? If she's allowing me to share it with you guys, trust me, okay? I'm sure if I just typed to her right now, hey, Malaya, can I send this to the RCMP? Well, I'm sure she would have no problem with that. Would you like me, guys? Would you like me to say that to Malaya right now?
And people in chat that are saying, give it up, she's lying, the timeline is bullshit. Like, maybe, but the fact is, it's information. And the one person that everybody's been saying, they're not talking. Now she's talking, so let's listen. Let's give Sunny the time she needs, and we'll
Oh, I'm not.
figure it out. And we'll put it up against all the other shit that we've heard. And there's a little bit of truth in everything we've heard. And for all we know, she's being honest, guys. It's just we've been so tainted by bullshit for 3 solid months. So just everybody, including myself, remain calm. Do what you do to calm down and have a good sleep. I'm sitting at a truck stop 3 hours from my home, but you know, I'll take my dog for a walk, and I'll settle down, and this hot flash will pass eventually. And yeah, other than that, I don't have anything to say about it other than I'm glad that she finally talked to you, Sunny, and my heart goes out to you, Belinda. This is just a whole bunch of bullshit that you probably really didn't need. Um, and Lana, I'm sorry about your fundraiser, and I hope to see my bracelets, but yeah, I think it was all very much unnecessary today.
Rona says, no need for Sunny to be so snappy. You know what, Rona? Kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. I don't even know who you are, but you can kiss it, to be honest with you. I do a lot of stuff. I don't owe you nothing, Rona. And if you want to come in this chat and you want to sit there and talk to me like that, guess where you're going? You're going right out the door to the trash where you came from. Ban user. You guys know I don't put up with that shit. Okay? Anyone that follows this channel knows that this is about putting out the truth, putting out Jack and Lily sharing, all that stuff. I ain't going to take anyone trashing on me. Right? People don't want to hear anything tomorrow. Don't show up. Don't come to the live. If you want to hear about Jack and Lily stuff and add more to the timeline, come right ahead and join me. But I'm not going to sit here after I've worked all day and then come here to do a live to listen to somebody smack talk me. Get off your own damn pot. Rona, why don't you go and talk to Malaya? I bet you can't. Why don't you get off your ass and do something? No need to get sassy. Anyways, I'm good. You guys know I'm good. It's been a long day. Absolutely. It's been a lot to hear. I'll tell you that much. It's been a lot to hear.
Can we ask you, Sunny, did you verify that it was in fact Malaya?
Like, to ask her to send me a picture of herself or something? She's talking from her own thing on there.
The same one that we've seen. Like, I think people are suspicious that it could be Daniel making a clone account or something.
No. This is Malaya's account. I messaged her a long time ago. She never answered. I only messaged her a couple of times. I sent her a tribute video. So, no, this is Malaya's account. And I don't think that the things that are being said is someone fictitiously sitting there behind this account, typing. I'm not, again, I wasn't born yesterday and stuff like that. But this is Malaya's account. Absolutely, 100%. Again, there's been a lot that's gone on today. And I'm so sorry, Belinda, for everything that has gone on. This whole fundraiser, I'm disappointed, to be honest. I thought this was a great thing. I think that there would have been a huge turnout of people and support for Jack and Lily. And I hate to see that it's gone the way it has. It can be turned around.
For sure. Yeah. So, and I mean, I'm not trying to change the subject, but there's a few people in chat that just, they picked up on I'm 3 hours from home. I'm here. I drove here so that I'm picking up Ian and I will not be driving home. And it's a good thing because when I left, so I took my car from my apartment at the beautiful lake and I took it to the house that Ian's building. And as I was backing up, I hit a stack of wood and I have a big dent in my car. But anyways, I drove Ian's truck down here and he can drive it home. Because yes, I'm tired and I've had a really bad day. But nowhere near as, that was just a side story. Just the people that were like, oh, drive safe, whatever. Don't worry about it. I'm done driving for the day. It's all good.
Truth and Beauty, that's the bus driver's brother.
And he doesn't even live in that province anymore. It was run down.
Apparently he lives in Alberta.
Yeah, really close to my grandkids.
Tell her to unblock Belinda. Who? Oh,
Malaya. Yeah, no, Ken, they know it wasn't the bus driver. It was the bus driver's brother who was convicted back in the day, and then he ended up leaving the province, and he's out west here. So that's not the bus driver we're talking about. The bus driver is not that guy.
Yeah.
Bus driver apparently is good people, by all accounts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was one of the first searchers out there.
Of course I'll talk to Belinda. Absolutely. I mean, Malaya's...
You talk to me basically every night after a live.
Yeah. Sometimes something needs to... Okay, look at... Again, Malaya is allowing me to share this information with you all tomorrow. If you want to hear it. But Belinda knows. So if I can share it with you guys, you don't think I can share it with Belinda? She'll know before you guys do. Right? Just like Charmaine and Kent will too as well. Because Malaya said, because I asked her multiple times, because I'm not here to do someone dirty, right? At the end of the day. And it was one of those things. I wanted to be sure that, hey, can I show screenies? Can I talk about what we've talked about in this conversation? Yeah, you guys, some of you people need to get your own damn channels and run it your way. But anyways.
That's kind of, to me, that's kind of where I went wrong with Daniel, because he did give me permission to share the information, but I didn't ask him specifically if I could share screenshots, right?
Yeah.
So even though he knew I was going to be talking and telling everybody what he told me, aside from a few pieces of information, I don't think he thought that I was going to share screenshots, which, I mean, in all honesty, I didn't know that either. It was kind of a rush there that day to get it all together. But yeah, Sunny knows what she's doing here, guys. So
I know. Well, this whole point, you guys, right? It's been about, thank you, Rosebuds. Thank you, guys. It's been about Jack and Lily. It has been about Jack and Lily. Family knows that they were behind Jack and Lily, that Jack and Lily have always come first. And it's not going to be any different, right? It will always be for us being voices for Jack and Lily. But anyways, I'm not here to justify anything tonight. I am tired, people. Belinda's tired. Charmaine's tired. Kent, you tired? Are you picking your nose? Just kidding, Kent. All right, just kidding. maybe Sunny's falling into doors. But you guys okay? So tomorrow night I'll be doing the live at 6:30. I'm sorry, but I do work 9:30 to 5:30 the rest of the week. So I can't do my lives any sooner than that. So that's basically racing home, setting up a live, and maybe, possibly throwing something in my mouth that I can eat. Yeah? Because my husband's pretty good to me that way on there. So yeah. All I am is grateful. I'm grateful for the conversation. I want it to be about Lily and Jack. That's what it should be about, and answers to what happened to Lily and Jack, right? So we'll get in tomorrow about the stuff about why Daniel and Janie are lying to the online people, and why they're telling the police something different. We'll get into that tomorrow. That was part of the conversation. All right, guys. So I'm not going to sit here and dangle cheese and stuff like that. I don't play those type of games. Just need to wrap my head around it. Need to talk to Belinda. Need to talk to Charmaine and Ken, and just do things, for Jack and Lily first and foremost. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Laws family. I hope you're a lawyer for all these super stickers or chats on there. Anna Elizabeth, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. Micmac, thank you for the 99-cent super sticker. And JB, thanks for becoming a member for 1 month. I've never seen that said that before. Thank you for becoming a member for 1 month. Yeah, JB. So anyways, make sure you guys, sorry it's been, like I said, I've been talking behind it for most of it. Charmaine, Belinda and Kent have held most of the conversation. And then Charmaine finally got home and then joined in. So I appreciate you guys for that.
I'm not home.
Did I see Kent's comment? You're not home.
No,
you're in
no, I'm in Barrier. I'm sitting at a truck stop, man.
Oh, you're in Barrie. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I just received this message from an anonymous Facebook user. I guess I was going to benefit from fundraiser money as well, according to fuck Facebook for all I care, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I've got a few Facebook groups I'm leaving tonight. Like I'm done with this shit. I'm so done with this shit.
Yeah. So, for instance, I'm just going to say this for instance, because I don't care. So, this Lori McNutt, I think she's kind of nutty, whatever. Hey, Vanessa, Lori, bunch of wacko jackos, whatever you are. Anyways, so I was sent a screenshot of a message that she said, and she was quite rude when I re-looked at it again. And she was in a live, the members live, and I booted her ass because her comment was basically saying like, oh, I had to leave the live because Belinda, she didn't say the word Belinda but she might as well have, that she was telling, talking, and I guess it was churning her stomach listening to Belinda, and like acting like it's a crime and shame, thinks that oh, it's the biggest shit type of thing, so a big fuck you to you, Lori, and that group. So it's like, oh my God, so you guys blocked me. I don't even know what they did. I don't care. I never even looked at their chatter besides maybe 2 times. Didn't care. Left that freaking group anyway. I'm not into Facebook groups, at all. In fact, I think that they really are so toxic. They are very toxic on this one. But if you're going to sit there and bash, in a sense, it's a crime and shame, and Belinda, have a cup of go fuck yourself, Lori McNutt. All right, nutty bar, nut. I wouldn't doubt it if that police officer that was arrested for whatever is, I don't know. I'm just asking for a friend. That person that was arrested with your same last name, that was a police officer over in your area there. Any relation whatsoever to that pedo? Any at all? Like crazy wackos? But anyways, Cooper, get out of here too, dude. Not sitting here playing people's games at all on this one. Again, you want to bash the channel, you want to bash Belinda and stuff like that, or any of us on the thing, you don't belong here then. Okay? This is for people that actually care about Jack and Lily's case and that can handle acting like adults and being nice to each other. So, excuse me if I'm speaking my mind, because people are wanting to bash the channel. I'm sorry. Welcome in. Come back. My bad. Let me unblock you. Not happening, guys. Not happening. They can either create a different account or come back and just watch it, but they can't speak in it. Right? Anyways, I need something to eat. That's what I need. Belinda. Belinda?
Sorry, I'm here. I'm just making a cup of tea.
Oh, you know what? 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11. It's 1 o'clock your time on there. Something to eat, Heather. Unless you want me to eat you or a bucket of KFC. Anyways, so you know what, Belinda, let's leave this for tonight. Tomorrow night, when we discuss it, do you want to come up as well as we discuss what Malaya has said about our conversation and the timeline and stuff, or do you prefer not to? I'm just asking,
Right now, I prefer not to.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Well, anyways, I'll talk. Do you just want to say, of course, Jack and Lily, right? Is there anything you want to say before we head out of here tonight?
Yeah, I just want everybody to know that I really, really appreciate everybody that's keeping Jack and Lily's voices out there, and they're not giving up. I'm really glad they're not giving up.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Charmaine, last bit of advice, last bit of wisdom. Yo, Charmaine. I don't know what she's doing over there. Charmaine? I don't know if that's coming from behind Belinda or Charmaine.
Oh, you might
Charmaine.
be typing to somebody.
Maybe. Let's see, is she muted? One sec. Nope, she's not muted. I hear noise. 1 second. All right. Well, obviously, I don't know what kind of technical issues she's having. Anyways, you guys, again, if you haven't hit that like and the share, please do so. Is Dolly doing a live tonight? Dolly, you going to be my chill pill to watch at night tonight? on there?
Yeah, I think he's doing a live. That's what I heard, yes.
Yeah, okay. I haven't been able to catch many of his lives lately or nothing, to be honest with you. Working at 6 a.m. I have been last week and stuff like that. And like I said, sometimes real life kicks in as well. Sometimes sleep kicks in sometimes. Yeah, maybe she's in the bathroom. Anyways, Charmaine, are you there? I'll give you one last opportunity if you are. No, I think I just heard her say Lily and Jack. All right. Maybe she's walking her dog. Maybe she said, I'll be right back and left her
Yeah,
mic on.
I did hear the dog bark, so that is probably what she's doing.
Okay. Oh, wait, she just muted her mic now, oddly. Belinda, go ahead. Go drink your tea and,
Yes,
and
I
get some
will. Yeah, well, I'll probably see you into the Dolly show because that's where I'm headed.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure what time his live is at, but anyways, love you. Thank you so much. Jack and Lily. Thank
Jack
you.
and Lily.
Jack and Lily. Jack and Lily. Absolutely.
Good
All
night,
right.
everybody.
Good night, Belinda. Thank you. Hey, Mike. Mike. I thought you were going to be nice to us. You said. Then you said what? Then you said we went back to shit. Okay, I know it's hard for you, Mike, but it is okay. Sometimes I know it's hard for you to say, to show care words. I know it is. I know it is. Right? You can do it. You can do it. On there. It's hard for Mike to express his emotions of his sensitive side. We'll put it that way. On there. Love for Jack and Belinda. Yeah, absolutely. Love you, Belinda. See you and Dolly. Big. What about love you, Sonny? Sailor. Whatever. Big North Marty says, Mike, I really enjoy your channel. Hey, look, at the end of the day, I'm personally just about awareness for Jack and Lily, you know. And again, the content here is always free to use for anyone that wants to use it. Just, give the channel the shout out or whatever. Now, this live totally went left or right, whatever you want to say. Okay. Now, I was going to be talking about Jim Walker. So, what do I want? I was going to show you guys videos, but what I do want you guys, okay? So, Jim Walker, he's the TikToker. If you guys remember Earl, the person who was filming, Papa Earl there, Earl Martell, okay? Then you guys will know who the TikToker is that I'm speaking about. Now, a lot of people kept asking about that video, trying to find it, so I'm kind of glad that he came back out of the woodwork. So now I get to see his TikTok channel. So it is in the description of this live. And, well, you don't have to trust him. You don't have to trust him at all. You don't have to trust anybody. But I trust that he's here for Jack and Lily. Okay? But that's his TikTok right there for anyone. Oh, Charmaine left. Now I'm all alone. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Is Dolly live now? Okay, well, we'll get off in a minute. But that's Jim Walker's TikTok right there. It says David Roger 1234. And you guys can go watch any of his videos on there, just connected to do with Jack and Lily's case. Again, I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. I'm here for Jack and Lily, bringing awareness, trying to put out as much truthful facts, even if they're not truthful, as we can. I do have you, but I didn't feel your love a second ago. I felt, Belinda, you gave love to everybody else. KFC time. Oh, absolutely. Oh, there she is. Let's bring her back.
Can you hear me?
Anyway, yeah. What happened? Did you go take the dog out and left your mic on?
No, I was there the whole time, but my mic wasn't working, and Ian kept calling me, so I just dropped.
Okay. Well, again, I was just kind of saying, so this live was intended that I was going to be more or less talking about, Tint on YouTube is the channels, and that's in the description of this video as well, and about some posts, right? I was going to go over some certain things. I hear that Dolly's live is at 9:30 tonight. Okay. So now I just did want to add this to the stage, if you don't mind, Charmaine. Do you need to go right this second? Do you need to go? A couple more, like 10 more minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So on Tint's community post, Tint says, "Thank you so much, Wade, for the information. You know I have a lot of respect for you and really didn't want to upload this video online, but I knew that this might cause some trouble. That's why I wanted to work with you first. Only uploaded the video when I was exhausted that option and any other options to find Lily, Jack, and Lily. Sorry, man, I have no choice. I already deleted a lot of parts that may cause you some more trouble, maybe. Only keep the stuff that is relevant material to Jack and Lily. That being said, I'm not in it for the money. I've been searching since there was no reward." That is true. That is true. Before any sort of reward came out, he has been invested in this case. I will say that. Now, after, what does it say? Oh, I have been searching since there was no reward, and I got Lyme disease from searching. And if I happen to find the kids, I will donate all the money to whoever's going to take care of Jack and Lily, and make sure that those money's going to be there for them. But wait, if you still want to work with me, sorry, getting tired, then just remember whatever I offer, always available. If I find those kids with your information, then I'm going to give you all of the reward. So think about it. P.S. And by the way, I love your shirt. Now, why did he get a shirt? Why did he actually get a shirt? Like, I don't even know what that was about. The fact that he got a shirt for $10.
I think he just liked it.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, like he commented on it, and he said like he had more of them or something. I can't remember, but it was in there.
Well, that video is real. That video he put out, okay? It is authentic. Now, I did ask Malaya that question, right? Was your mom pissed off? What do you think? What do you think that Cindy felt, knowing that video came out?
I said I would imagine she'll be pissed, and hopefully after a couple of days she'll realize that it just keeps the kids' names out there. But I would have been pissed.
Yep. She was upset. Of course. Who wouldn't be? Right? I mean, in all fairness, who wouldn't be, to be honest with you? Just taking a look.
So I guess that's kind of sort of confirmation that Wade did not know he was being recorded.
Yeah. Sorry, I was just looking at a message on there. Hi. Okay. So right. So, I mean, obviously, people are going to be upset, obviously, if something's recorded and they were there for the intention of a trailer. That's going to happen. But, I know people are thirsty for information and, and stuff like I'm just going to put it this way. All I ever wanted was a timeline of events to understand what happened to Jack and Lily. Any information that comes out when family is talking, I'm not going to knock hearing it myself. I'm just going to be right out honest about that, right? I'm not going to knock Walker for how he does things. I'm going to do things my way. He's going to do his. Other people are going to do things their way. But I'm not going to knock when I hear family talking. All we've ever been searching for, I would like to think, is answers for Jack and Lily and an actual timeline, right? So Dolly is live now. Okay, well, people are going to drift out of here and go over to Dolly. Go right ahead. Go have some Dolly fun, right? He does make you laugh for sure. He definitely has my sense of humor. But anyways, I hope Cindy compensated you the $10 from the $30 deposit I gave her. But it seems unlikely after what happened. So if she didn't give it to them, then shoot me a message. I will say, sorry guys. Okay. Now, he also had this on his community post, okay? And it said, nice to meet you, bro. Have a good night. You too, thanks. So this is, of course, after the conversation. All right? So this remember how he got Wade's phone number, right? So it says, yeah, bro. Oh, my God, Shemaine. Oh, God. Yeah, bro, you are a real dude. I'm glad we talked. You know that I'm very seriously about what I said. If you can get me the address, I'll give you $500 right away. And $75K for those kids if I find them. Man of my word. Okay? Now, I asked, we'll call him Jim Walker, because that's kind of what he goes by. So I asked Jim Walker about this message, because after I read it, I was like, okay, this conversation was obviously after the video. 2 a.m. Dolly's live start. Oh my God. Okay, so I asked Jim, say that. I asked him if I could say what he said. You know, again, Jack and Lily, guys. Jack and Lily. Don't knock the people that are trying to find answers and bring you guys some answers for Jack and Lily. I mean, that's the whole point. Okay. Let me just find the conversation, because I asked him. Okay. Hold on. Man, I'm tired. Okay. So, again, to the comment that's up front, he said, yes. This is the message right after. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I'm just so tired at this point. Good night, Brandy. Good night, guys. No, Brenda shouldn't have no guilt at all. Just, you know, there's a lot of shit that came at us today. I'll tell you that much. A lot of stuff. It's disappointing. But anyway, so back to this message. Shit. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yes, this message right after we finished meeting, and I was driving back home, and then he said, but I was talking with Wade on the road for about an hour. And we were going to talk more until Cindy came out of the house and calling him to come back. She looked a bit worried somehow. At first, she tried to call him back, but he didn't care, and he was still talking with me. Then Cindy came out again and was walking towards us. I was worried that she was going to see my car because it has no hitch, so she might doubt how I'm going to tow basically the trailer. So I finished the conversation and left before Cindy got close. So when he has to talk about the conversation, okay? Sounds about right. Okay. No. So let's be very clear again on that video. That video was overlaid on top of audio. Okay. So let's just clear this up again so people understand. He had a conversation with Wade when Cindy had gone in the house. He said, was talking to him for about an hour or so, okay? Like he said, he took out stuff out of the audio that wasn't pertinent to Lily and Jack. Now, like he said to me there when I asked him, well, right, about that conversation, that's when he said, you know, obviously he was texting him after the fact of when he left. Okay. But anyways, that video is when Cindy and Wade went to the horse trailer, but that's not when the conversation happened. He used the video and overlaid it on top of a conversation that happened after, but he was doing it and he showed it in slow motion. He made it the same length of the audio. So people, you know, you can either use your brains a little bit on this one and understand what I'm saying, that it's not a fake video. I'm telling you what he did, because as a creator, and I make videos, and anyone that makes videos understands exactly what he did. Now, it might have confused people. That part I get, okay? But it was easy to see by the slow motion spraying of the hornet's net and the walking that Cindy wasn't a part of that conversation. They were talking about the horse trailer. So when you see Cindy's lips moving, okay, it's because they believe that they're selling a trailer, a horse trailer. So in no way was Cindy there when the conversation with Wade and Jim had happened. Now do people, so for people that don't understand that, now do you get it? Okay, that was, he was just showing a video on an audio that happened after the fact, but he was showing that he was there with Cindy, with Wade, you know, looking to not really truly buy a trailer, right? It was just to get Wade to talk, and Wade seemed to have no problem just talking. You know, it's not like Jim forced him to say all that information. Like, what do you think? He held him down with a lasso and hogtied him? Wade was freely, you know, loose lips sink ships and whatever you want to call it. You know, but Wade was freely just speaking. Did he think he was getting recorded? No. Probably wouldn't have done all that speaking if he did. At the end of the day, Wade didn't have to say nothing. He voluntarily, regardless if it was being recorded or not, he voluntarily gave Jim that information. Just that he was recording it. Well, we all want to know if they're alive. Well, that would be the most beautiful outcome ever, right, Charmaine?
Absolutely.
You know, is it reality? Well, no. But the thing is, we can't sit there and 100% say that the kids are dead either. We don't know what happened to Jack and Lily. That's the point. We don't know what happened. We want to know. We want the RCMP to be like, okay, you know what? And you know, come out tomorrow if they could. The best result would be if Jack and Lily are alive. You know, so at the end of, we don't know the answer. That's the bottom. We don't know. But the likelihood falls that they're not, based on cases, based on the situation going on here. I mean, this case has turned into a circus act, and it needs to get back on course, to be honest with you. And after what I heard today, like, I'm just in shock about this whole fundraiser thing, to be honest with you. Like, I've spoken with Lana, you know, and like, her drive for this case has been almost unstoppable, to be honest with you. You know, do I know Lana personally? No. You know, I don't trust people easily at all. And I don't feel like this was a scam at all. I got my bracelets. I got my keychains. People are always leery of fundraisers. But I was really going to enjoy this fundraiser event because it was about the awareness for Jack and Lily. I really felt it was going to have a good turnout. Don't you, Charmaine?
Yeah, and I mean, I'm certainly glad I didn't go ahead and book a plane ticket. We'll see when cooler heads prevail tomorrow. Maybe things won't be canceled completely. You know what I mean? Like, there's canceling it and there's scaling back. You know, like if it truly was going to cost $10,000, perhaps look at canceling some of the events that are there. So
Yeah.
who knows? We'll see what tomorrow brings.
Yeah. And I think that, I don't know if it was miscommunication on this all and whatever, and it got twisted around. Is that what you kind of feel like happened there?
I'm hoping a little bit of a miscommunication. The whole, you know, whatever went on between Belinda and Lana, I'm not sure that could have been a miscommunication. I think it was blown out of proportion and unfair. But Drippy, come for the sentencing. There was, I don't know, a buddy bench, some kind of a buddy bench ceremony for September sometime that I was gonna come to. So if that happens, or other than that, yeah, I'll see y'all at the sentencing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what else do we have here? I can't see, when I first came in, I was under my StreamYard account, so I was able to chat, but then when I came back, I was under my co-host account. So now I can't. I can read the chat, but I can't participate in the chat. So let me just read if there's anything good or if everybody's just, you know. So do we have Wade's response to Tint? I don't think so.
Do we have Wade's response? No. If anything, I'm sorry, guys, that they literally shut down that posting and their Facebooks and took those videos off of Lily and Jack. And, you know, we have to think of it still from all angles, right? Yeah, that was me typing. Sorry. Sometimes I forget that I not muted myself on there. But no, so they just basically shut down everything. Obviously, I mean, it was to kind of be expected because we still have to look at it. Always put yourself in somebody's shoes. You found out on the internet that this video was going to go far and wide. And of course, they're going to know about it. And they're going to feel betrayed. Absolutely. He's going to feel betrayed. But nobody forced Wade to talk. Okay? Regardless. This is a stranger that was coming to buy a horse trailer, and he willingly did this. Okay? Remember that. Of course Cindy would be pissed off. Of course. I mean, it's because life is quite different nowadays, isn't it, with the internet? It's quite different.
It is, and you can't, I hate to say it like this, but you can't trust anything. And like I was saying, even for my thoughts on Daniel in Facebook chat rooms or Janie with a private chat room, it's on Facebook. And that is, to me, the epitome, the very definition of an oxymoron is a private Facebook chat group. I mean, there's nothing private about Facebook. It doesn't matter if you think it's private, eventually it's going to get out there. And for me, the whole disagreement between Daniel and Haley, and then him going back and deleting messages and then telling somebody else it'll be on the internet soon enough, like he knew that stuff was going to be screenshotted. So, I mean, if you're going to do stuff like that, Or if you're good, you might as well just talk right on YouTube, because nothing is private. Once it's on the internet, it's out there. Because you can't trust it. That's all.
Nope. Okay. No, I know, because, like, you know, there's some shit going on right now. And, you know what? It's been a long night. I'm good. I am so good for tonight now. I need a brain massage. I need an ass massage. I'm not sure which one of you guys is going to do that. I guess best I'll have to ask my husband. Probably need a beer, to be honest with you. I don't drink beer, but my husband bought some of these Heinekens. And sometimes a good freaking beer, as much as I'm not a beer person, sometimes they just go down good when you're hot. And it's been a hot day as well. But anyways, I'm good. I'm good for tonight. Are you, Charmaine? I'm good. I'm good.
Yes, I'm good too.
Yeah. Well, let's we got Jack and Lily. This was a beautiful sign, Kent. Again, thank you, Kent, for having this part, getting the truck, you know, that was sponsored to you guys. The beautiful sign that was made by Bree, that does the digital artwork and stuff like that. Okay.
Yes, Teresa, I do. I do have a podcast. It does get loaded onto my YouTube channel, but I don't do anything else with the YouTube channel. I've considered it recently. I know a lot of people have been bugging me too, so I mean, still considering it, but I'm happy here with Sunny when she decides I can come up and, you know, she decides she'll grace me with her time and attention.
Get up here. Get up my whip. Huh? Charmaine knows. She knows how I like to whip her. Don't ya? Yep.
Sure do.
Sure, right? Whip it real good, right, Charmaine?
And I like it.
She knows I'm the dominant one. Yeah,
absolutely.
She's the submissive one. Absolutely.
I'm totally submissive. I'm submissive, yet feisty and mouthy and lippy. Yeah, and I have no filter.
She's not. Oh, right. Daniel's messages. You're right. Lord, forgot about that all. Okay.
Oh, I didn't. I've been thinking and talking about that because.
Hey, Charmaine.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it tonight because I'm too tired and I'm safe and sound in the truck now. Ian is driving, so that's in the conversation for another night.
Okay. Check.
And I know Kent wants to have a phone call, so.
Does he now?
He does, so the night's not over yet.
Tinker, are you talking about It's a Criming Shame Messenger? Or are you talking about my personal messenger? Which one? Which one are you talking about? Because I know if I go there, I'm going to have a bunch of messages that I was trying to deal with the other day. Hugs, everyone. Thank you. Oh, shit. Yeah, shit. There was a poem that somebody wrote. There's a couple poems that I need to. Shit. Yeah, I got too much on my plate now all of a sudden here. Okay, well, you know what? Tomorrow. Okay, guys? Whatever I said I was going to do today on tonight's live, well, it all went sideways, but it went sideways in good ways and back ways and four ways. And yeah, you know, I'm so glad that I don't have to deal with monthly bullshit because honestly, and menopause crap anymore and stuff like that. Because I'm overheating as it is.
I do. I'm suffering.
So that sucks for you. Sorry, yeah. I can't say that. I went through about a year, maybe less, of menopausal heat waves, heat flashes, and stuff like that. But geez, I kind of rolled through it, to be honest with you. You know, all I know.
I thought I was going to too, but no, it's kicking my ass this last couple of weeks.
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so yeah, so we're just gonna, you know what? You guys go over to Dolly. Yeah, but you said Facebook Messenger. But are you talking about my personal one, Tinkerbell? Or are you talking about the It's a Crime and Shame Messenger? Because the It's a Crime and Shame Messenger, well, I always forget about it, to be honest with you. I do. I'm my regular messenger is the one that I'm looking at, you know, more like religiously when I can. And sometimes I've got too many calls coming in and stuff and I can't do anything. So I'm just asking my Sunny Austin one, or It's a Crime and Shame. Yeah. I even hate talking about Facebook. Facebook can lick me for all I care. Honestly, Facebook, I only use it for Messenger. That's my main purpose of that. To sit there and go look at Facebook shit, I rarely do. It's so rare, it's not even funny. So, anyways, I'll look at my different messengers later. I'm not sure who you are though on my messenger if you're messaging me. Unless you show me a KFC bucket. Love you both, tear. You're making me tear up so bad and had to come say I love you both equally. Missy, I know how much this means to you and how sweet your heart is. Okay? I appreciate that. We appreciate the kind words. So don't think we don't recognize that there's some really great people in here that constantly have such great hearts when they're speaking to the channel and stuff like that, you know, and about Jack and Lily. Donna Kenny says, I agree, Belinda, sadly. The whole bunch are treacherous in my information. I'm getting tired of Malay and Daniel's BS. These kids aren't the priority for them, beyond disgusted. Okay. Again, appreciate everyone's thoughts. We're going to head out of here, okay? Jack and Lily, that's all we can say for now. If you haven't hit that like and the share, please do so. Tomorrow we will go over the conversation again. Take Primrose. Okay. Thank you. Take Primrose Oil. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And works awesome. You hear that, Charmaine? You old bag? You hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. I bought some stuff. And it's last 2 nights haven't been so bad. So might be better. Yeah. Might be working.
All right, guys. Thank you, Belinda. Thank you, Kent. Thank you, Charmaine. Thanks, everyone, for being here. Night, you nasty people that I've blocked and you're watching it this way. I'm going to say goodnight to you guys, too. Anyways. No, thank you guys for all you guys do, right? Just trying to cover a case of Jack and Lily. Just trying to understand. But thank you guys for all your love and support. Truly appreciate it, regardless what anyone says. Anyone that knows this channel and knows how we are, you know, we're just tell it like it is, Powerpuff Chicks, aren't we, Kent? Right, Kent? Kent said yes. That's what he said.
He's all right. The leader of the Power.
Yeah, I know. Kent's got his little pom-poms going on. Chicks. Yeah. Jack, Lily, Sunny, Charmaine. Boom, boom, boom. And then he takes a break for a second to do that. Show some respect, RCMP. Kindly return to Grandma. I know, right? Right? Tell me that they don't got egos too and think that they don't need anything else. That they've got it all under control. Anyways, good night, guys. I'm gonna play the outro now.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose service here, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Okay. Night, guys.
Okay, good night.
So let's play Jack and Lily's video on the way out, guys. Okay, we'll do that. Let's do that. From It's a Crime and Shame. And someone had sent me this beautiful song called Come Home, Jack and Lily. And I wanted to do Belinda, and I wanted to do Alana King, and all you guys out there. This beautiful little video to attach to it. Thank you so much for the person who wrote the poem. Thank you for fighting for Jack and Lily's army. Please hit the like and the share. Thank you so much.
quiet dawn of a May morning, two little hearts went out to play. Lily's laughter, Jack's small footsteps vanished with the breaking day. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for you still. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. Through forest paths and endless trees, searchers called your names aloud. Hope flickered in the morning breeze as prayers rose up to the clouds. Come home, Jack and Lily, we're praying for you still. The woods are deep and silent, but our love will draw you near. The sun sets over Pictou County,